everybody, welcome to the Jumper Punch. Look at this, mate. Look at this. Look at this ugly bunch of fucking people here, man. I should have really thought about this before I did the show and just organised some, at least something half decent looking, mate. Jesus Christ. This is a scrappy.
I reckon I'm here for my looks.
Yeah, well, then we're definitely
it is the Jumper Punch. It is the Jumper Punch, Rocco, but it's Fourever rolls, yeah.
Oh, did I say Jumper Punch? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's on the Jumper Punch channel. That's what I meant. But you're absolutely right. It is Fourever, right?
Get it right, mate. Get it right. Yeah.
I can see who's the smart bloke here, man. You two are absolutely losers, mate. All right, we already got the people here. Jay is on straight away. Charge up for this one, of course. Oh, yeah, look, everyone's waiting for this, mate. Start singing your two bananas, mate. We're going to get to that. Evening, guys. Have I seen Blue AFL, Rocco? I don't reckon I've seen. He must be a new one. Welcome aboard. Enzo is Enzo. He's been on the channel. Who's got here? A blue bagger singing the blues. I'm telling you, mate, everyone's been waiting all week. Carl's is a very, very big fan of.
We'll get there.
Oh, look at this. Maro. I didn't know that. Rocco Moro is from Perth. There you go. I didn't know that. There you go, man. We're all over. Oh, we got our favourite Greek here. Manny, make sure you sing the song some gusto because we know you secretly love Carlton, so it shouldn't be a problem. Make sure you get the words right. See, I'm telling you, mate, everyone's onto this. How are we, boys? I'm telling you, mate, everyone's been waiting for this. I think that apart from Collingwood and Essendon, right, the football world, soon as the draw hit, everyone turned to each other and said, listen, the two bananas have to sing this week. I'm telling you.
Lewis.
It was Lewis, wasn't it?
Lewis, that's right, Lewis. That's it, yeah.
He called the draw. He called it early. He did.
I'm telling you, Lewis is the man, mate. He called it.
Lewis, I hope you put at least $10 on that draw, mate, because you would have made yourself a few dollars.
I'm telling you.
You would have made yourself a few dollars.
Yeah, so that's good, man. So we have so what are we up to? All right. First of all, welcome to everyone. This is a big weekend of football, isn't it, man? We've got the Carlton Collingwood clash. We've just had the Anzac Day just happened, mate, and then we got Richmond. Richmond's kind of irrelevant out of all this now. I don't even know where to start with you guys anymore, man. I've been trying to back you up, man. I can't do it anymore, man. I can't do it anymore. You are just really, really irrelevant.
It's been a nice couple of weeks. It's been a nice couple of weeks. Sorry. I was going to say, I'm sitting back. I just watch you boys tear each other apart. It's good fun for the next couple of weeks. Just sit back, relax, take it easy.
Can I say that the Collingwood game against the Bombers did not disappoint?
Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we will talk about it, but you said something, Rocco, where you said that, Collingwood Carlton one of the biggest games. You know what? I don't think it's bigger than the game.
I never said that. If you're going to say something, don't get me started straight away because
what did you say?
All right, I'm going to get stuck in the Manny straight away because what he does is he comes on the Jumper Punch in the comments. No, because you got it wrong. You got it wrong. And we're going to talk about that. No, don't say wrong things and then you apologize. You can't kill someone and then say, I'm sorry. You get it right, mate. I never said that.
Hard for me to say I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. You're a banana. He comes onto the Jumper Punch and he comes onto the comments there. And the only reason he comes on is because he wants his big fat head on there, right? And he wants everyone to say, Manny, look at Manny. Manny.
I'm on the show nice and early. I'm on the show ready to get ready. We'll talk about this, talk about that. I mean, Quint gets on at 7:28. I mean, the pop star gets on at 7:28.
We're talking about how you come on the comments just so that everyone can praise you. It's all about you, Manny. You walk around like you're a big bloody hero. You're a nothing. You're a fucking...
I've never been a hero. I've never been a hero. I never want to be a hero.
Just quickly, boys, about, getting on 7:30 tonight, Quiddy coming on late, obviously we're working these days. We work hard, we try to get home. So my wife just made me some dinner. Like, if you guys don't mind me having some dinner. So
go for it.
Thanks, darling. So look, I'm just gonna quickly look, sorry guys. I've just got a hot pie, and I've got a spud here for dinner. If you guys don't mind me just having some dinner while we carry on, is that all right? Or
hot pies.
Go for it, mate.
Hot pies.
Yeah,
they're onto it, mate. He's the prop comic.
That's a freaking cold pie. That spud is so cold, mate. This spud is so cold. It's so soft. So soft. It's like nah, that's it. I'm not having dinner tonight. Cold pies and soft spuds. That's it, mate. Dinner is finished.
You must have worked on that all day.
Mate, I've been looking forward for my hot pies all night and some spuds and some chips, but obviously it's disappointed me tonight. So cold pies and soft spuds for the evening.
Mark De Niro, man, they're loving this, man. I'm telling you, man. At least you come prepared. I like this.
Hey, can I just say that Enzo pointed something out?
2 meter Peter. It did 2 meter Peter.
Hey, Enzo pointed out something very interesting that when in 1995, when Collingwood and Essendon drew, Carlton won the premiership.
Yeah, I hate those stats. You can pick anything. The last time you drew 2, man, I was like 25 and I had hair. So what? So what? Everyone could come up with stats.
Hey, listen, it's interesting. You know what?
No, it's not.
It's
not interesting at all.
It's one of your it's one of your supporters,
and I don't like it. It's a load of bullshit.
It's a Carlton supporter that pointed it out.
No, but they pointed it out, but you had to mention it.
Well, what's wrong with mentioning it?
Because it's a bullshit stat.
Well, we'll see at the end of the year.
Anyway, let's get on to... You're already boring me. You're already a waste of time here. I don't know what we're doing, man. Are you still eating that pie? All right, now, seriously, let's get into it. Let's thank everyone. First of all, Finn from Tiger Den. How's Tiger Den going?
Tiger Den is thriving. It's thriving. When your team sucks, the channels do well. So, no, it's thriving at the moment. Thank you to everyone that watches this show that's supported.
No, thank everyone for supporting Quinn, because he definitely needs some support the way his miserable team is going, mate. Jesus Christ. Seriously, you're becoming like St Kilda almost. I don't understand anymore, man. I might have to get that guy from St Kilda to come on, but he would bore me to death, mate, the way he just sits there. You know the one from St Kilda? What's he on, St Kilda?
I'm not doing that bad, am I?
No, you're doing great. It's your team. What about, anyway, Magpie Manny, we'll talk to you soon. And then we got Marco from Corton. Let's go, mate. Let's have a look at this, mate. Corton, tell us a bit about it, or does everyone want to hear me sing the song?
I reckon go for it, Rocco, again, mate. You're the best at it, man. It's all
right, here goes. I forget how it goes. If you record and I forget it. Go for it. I'll go. Go. Tell us about the product first. Go.
Look, at the end of the day, guys. Look, if you're looking for a quote for security doors and blinds, we're not located in the northern suburbs. Happy to offer a free measure and quote. Once again, mention the Fourever Rivals or Jumper Punch, you get 10% off. But be mindful, if you do mention a name, again, Manny is the best at this, but if you mention a name.
What name, Manny?
Rocco!
You will get 15% off, and that's for a limited time. So it's only valid to next Wednesday. Unfortunately, I can't keep that 15% off. But I've noticed in the last few weeks we've got a few quotes out there. So lock it in. leave us a deposit, and I'm happy to offer the 15% off. So we're still going to carry the 10% off. So, all right. So,
Yeah,
Northern
100%.
Suburbs.
So you've done
Yep.
well, man. The last 3 weeks, and it'll be 4 weeks that you're given the 15%. But
Yeah.
if you want your family to be safe, Corton Security Doors and Blinds is the place. A Don supporter forever, Rose, and a really top mate. And don't forget to ring 83394848. And don't forget to ring 83394848.
That's a fantastic voice you got there, Rocco. Don't ever give up your day job, my friend.
I never said
Thanks,
it was a
Rob.
good voice.
Thanks, Rob.
Mark, which you do
No.
absolutely nothing. Absolutely
Fantastic.
nothing.
Fantastic.
So after I do that, all you could come up with is be insulting. I'm trying to help Mark here. You could tell what kind of team player you are.
No.
Wonder you never buy a membership, you bloody loser. Hey, we've got a question here. What does Corton mean? You've actually explained this to me. Tell us.
Well, Enzo, it means a couple of different things.
Go. Explain to us what Corton means.
What Corton means. Okay. There's a couple of reasons why I use the name Corton. Firstly, Corton is a bit personal towards my kids, which is Corey and Tennille. So I've amalgamated their names together and called it Corton, which is Corey and Tennille, obviously. If I don't want to get to that level of being too personal with my family, Corton is a very heavy duty still, and I can use that concept as well. But Corton is obviously amalgamated my two kids together, which is Corey and Tennille.
It's a very strong steel, and it fits perfect because you got the security doors, mate. Yeah. I remember in the early 2000s, you actually put those doors around Essendon, and no one could get in to see you being the drug cheats. Like, that was fantastic. Now, I just want facts are facts, mate. I can't help. I wasn't the one who did it. Now,
Truth comes out eventually.
I just want to say something about Manny. He showed us his memberships. Just remember who this guy is. Never bought a membership, and the only time he bought one was when everyone gave it to him. When everyone gave it to him, and then once they won the premiership, the bandwagon went out and bought a membership. You are a loser, bro. What a loser. Anyway, let's get on.
What does that say?
That's not yours.
You're an idiot.
Admitted it. You even
What does that
admitted
say?
it on last year's.
What does that say?
You admitted it on last year's
You're an
show,
idiot.
you big banana.
You're an idiot.
You
know what?
admitted it on last
If
year's
I didn't,
show.
if I didn't like
it,
you're an
you know
idiot.
what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna clip it because you admitted it on last year's show that it was your cousins. You absolute liar. You are.
I can't be bothered. Listen, you're like a broken record, mate. You see, Matula?
You are the worst.
This is what I'm going to deal with, Matula. And then all of a sudden you're telling me, I'm trying to keep my voice nice and warm because I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing that Carlton song. I'm going to actually make that song look like it's absolutely beyond. Because to be fair on you guys, you didn't get a chance to sing it on against Geelong, and you know what? I think it'd be fitting for me to sing it for you guys.
Oh, yeah, you can bloody talk.
Lewis spot on, mate. I reckon Manny's jumping into the bandwagon there, mate. Lewis is spot on. Jumping on the bandwagon, Manny, mate.
He's the
Come on,
biggest
Jimmy.
bandwagon. I'm telling you, I would have preferred, right? My friends, I prefer them to be men, right? I'd rather stand by your conviction, not become a member. But he folded like a deck chair, and he went and got a membership after you won the premiership. That is a disgrace. I'd rather you stand by your convictions, you loser. Off you go. Anyway, listen to us. Listen to me, because I'm sick of that. Oh, well, there you go. Off you go. All right, so what happened was we actually went out to Vic Market this week. Yeah, and we had the same issues as every other place, and we had a bit of an issue with I told you, man. As soon as you put that rubbish, I'll take you off. As soon as you put that rubbish, I'll take it off. The most relevant grand final ever. Most relevant grand final ever.
All right, okay, all right, you said it.
So anyway, I'm warning you. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Okay, trigger happy.
You understand? Good. I'm glad you understand. I'm glad you understand. I might have to beat you like you do your dogs, just so you can train them. All right. Listen, we went to Vic Market. Again, the security people weren't too happy with us. Let's have a quick look at what happened. If we go.
And as we venture our way through the Queen Victoria market, a rare species arrived out of nowhere. An MIA security guard and his mating partner.
What are you doing, man?
Can you tell us that?
Come on, man. That's really not the right way. I'm trying to communicate. Which company are you from or something like that?
They're just tourists.
We're just tourists, man. Like, take it easy, mate. You take your job too serious, mate.
No. I'm just trying to communicate.
Listen to me, man. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Why?
Don't talk to me. Because I'm telling you, don't talk to me. Because I'm telling you. Don't talk to me. That's it. Move on. Move on. Move on. There you go, mate. So we'll show a bit more later. But again, wherever we go, what's wrong with people, mate? We're out there having a bit of fun.
But why wouldn't you try and say to him, listen, can I ask you why you're upset?
We did.
You're attacking him. Why are you like that by nature?
What are you?
Just from what I saw.
I just showed you a clip. I just showed you like an entertaining clip. I'm not going to show you the whole fucking interaction with him. What's wrong with you? How do you know how long we were talking there?
I don't know, but I just
shut up.
You're just very angry.
No, I'm not. I'm angry with you because you're a bandwagon.
Well, this show, when we first started this show over a year ago, nearly 2 years now, it was all about me and you and, counselling because you're a very angry man. And
I'm not an angry man. I'm angry at you because you are like what every supporter shouldn't be. That's you. That's why I'm angry.
No good.
How many games you been to in the last 2 years?
No good.
Like what, 2?
How many have you been? How many have you been to?
I think I missed 2 interstate games in 2 years.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well
so
done.
if you don't like what the answer is going to be, don't ask it, mate.
No. I'm Rocco. I've got hard skin, mate. I've got no issue. You can sit there and say whatever you like.
I know you got hard skin. I look at your head and it's fucking pretty hard. But anyway, let's get into some real stuff here, right? Because I'm sick of talking to you. Right? Let's go into all right. The first one we're going to talk about, guys, and I want your opinion about this. There were two shit sides that had wait a sec. Does everyone want to hear him sing? I reckon we let everyone hear you sing first before we get into it. What do you reckon? Does everyone want to hear him sing first?
Yeah. It's the only reason I've jumped on tonight.
Yeah, when he's saying it, yeah. Carl's is right. I do need to rant. That's my daily. Is everyone ready to do this? All right. So because do you want to see what the bet was?
What was the bet? Because Marco doesn't believe, and I'm actually.
I was saying, if it's a draw, someone has to sing the Richmond, and the other sing the Carlton song.
All right, done. Yeah.
I don't know the Richmond thing. So what is it?
One's got to sing a Carlton, and one's got to sing the Richmond song. Use this side.
No.
I'll sing the Carlton one.
Yeah, that's the rule. We've decided.
I'll sing the Richmond one.
All right, what are we doing?
We are the good. Oh, Navy Blues.
GWS and Brisbane.
You're gonna have a voice with style to sing the song, mates.
There you go, guys. So you can't hide from it. And I'm gonna give you Mark tonight. We don't want any pansy stuff, mate. We want some gusto from you. We're gonna sing it with love. Now I'm gonna give the audience, because I love the audience. All week they've been trying to get out of this, right? Making excuses. Manny couldn't remember. Mark is making excuses, right? There was no excuses because you said it on camera. You admitted to it. I wasn't stupid enough to make the stupid bet or use agreement. I wasn't. You were stupid enough to do it. Now we're going to do it and we're going to have a bit of fun with it. And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to enjoy that. Who wants to go first?
Hey, Mark, you better go first, mate.
I'll go first because I haven't got that musical throat.
Oh, yeah, we're waiting for that.
Neither do I, mate.
The way that you were singing the Navy Blues, mate, it made me look, mate, I shit myself. So, look, Quinn, I know you sent me a message. I don't know the theme song of Richmond, right? At the end of the day.
The words. You've got the words in front of you.
I don't know the words, right? I'm illiterate. I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write. So,
wow.
So just
if you don't get it right this week, you're going to do it every week until you get it right.
No, right, right? Because at the end of the day, Manny was a sucker out of all this, and he said, "Yeah, oh yeah, I'll do the Carlton song."
No, you agree. See, this is sorry.
Don't use me here, mate.
I'm going to just talk to the chat for a sec. What you just heard, Mark, right, has been his communication all week. I didn't do it. It was Manny. You agreed to sing the song. Now get back and sing the song, and don't get the words wrong. I'm telling you.
I didn't agree to sing. I didn't agree.
Yes,
I did not agree to sing the song because these days, with the media and technology, there's a lot of artificial intelligence, right? So I reckon, Rock, you might have manipulated it a little bit, and Quinn, I reckon you've added something towards that script there. But anyway, look, I'm going to try it and see how we go. And if you don't like it, bad luck, suck it up, all right?
All right, so this is the rule. Get it wrong, you will sing it every week.
We're fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. We are the tigers of old, and we have got small balls, and we're from Tiger, yellow and black, and we're from Tigerland.
Nah, no good.
You know what?
I told you, you have to sing the whole song.
Let's get our viewers to give them a mark
No
out of
one
10.
likes it, man. The bet was you have to sing the song. That's not the song.
I did sing the song.
No,
I don't know how to
didn't.
read it. I don't know how to write, mate. I'm sorry. So you want me to sing it again?
The whole song correctly. That was the agreement.
I can't read. I only know from what I can read. I can only listen from the crowd when Richmond had
we won't
for the
move
last
on,
3 or 4
Mark.
years.
Stop.
Hey,
One more time.
Are you happy with that, Quinn?
Don't worry about it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Don't worry about it.
Manny, put it
Here we go.
down. We want to hear Mark sing
We
the
are the Navy.
Manny,
We are
wait a
the
second.
He's not here.
Sing
Okay.
the song, Mark. The whole verse, please.
I don't know the whole verse, Rock. Just get with it, mate. All right. I'll sing it one
You
more
do.
time.
It's in our chat.
Oh,
It's in
we're
our
from
chat.
Tigerland. We're fighting fury. We're from Tigerland. We are the tigers of old, and we all have small balls, and we're from what?
No,
And we're from
you got to sing it.
Yellow and black, and we're from Tigerland.
You're making it worse for yourself. You're making it worse.
Yeah.
You're going to keep
It's a
on
song.
going,
I'm
Mark.
not
No
singing
one's
anymore.
happy with that.
That's it. Cut.
No.
Cut.
No.
This
no.
is worse than Essendon trying to get out of the drug saga, just using any loophole, any sort of out.
Just sing the
Hey,
song.
listen.
Come on, mate.
Manny is Frank
First of
Sinatra
all-
here. Let him
First
sing the
of all-
blues song, mate. Let him.
First
You
of all-
look up the words, because if you don't sing it, I'm telling you, you've
Hey,
got to
can I
sing it.
please-
Don't. Everyone's look at this, for fuck's sakes, mate. Just sing it.
I don't know how to read. I don't know how to write.
Come on, man. Come
Hey,
on, man.
listen.
That's the words. You are the
Can I-
words, man.
Can I
Case
just
closed.
say that this
Go for it, man.
I dedicate this to Matula, who's one of my biggest fans and my biggest critics.
Sing it in Greek then, mate. Sing it in Greek then.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team from Carlton knows. We the champions. They like to end up. We came to end up. No, against the famous dark blue. How's
Sing
that?
it again.
Well done.
You didn't get it right, mate. You didn't get it right.
All
You didn't
right.
get it right.
I have to
Sing
give
it
it to Manny. I have to give it to Manny. He got a couple of words wrong there, but he did very
And
well there.
you know what?
He sang
And
it.
I apologize for getting it wrong, but I just, it just doesn't come off the tongue as easy as what I'd like it to.
No, but it doesn't have to,
Yeah,
Manny. But you at least you honoured your bet. Now, Mark, honour your bet.
Yeah. No, because Manny obviously probably knows the theme song because he's probably sang it a few minutes.
You had all week to
times.
prepare. I've told you since last week. Honour your bet. Man, we're running out of time. Just honour your bet, Mark.
Hey, Rocco,
Honour
just
your
quickly.
Just sing the song.
No, you didn't.
That's all I know.
Just quickly before you guys go, Rocco, how many times do you reckon I sent the lyrics in the chat during the week?
At least 4 times. And you can read because I've seen you write messages and read my page messages on the messenger. If you don't do it, man, you look, man, come on, man. It's not that
I
hard.
sang it. Yellow
you
and
didn't.
black. Yellow and black.
Just sing the whole chorus like you promised.
Well, you know what?
Why
don't we let him
got it in the chat.
Why don't we let him just try and get back to us?
Do you want to sing it again?
At least Manny's a man of his word. Come on, man. It's not
You
hard.
know
Just
what,
do it.
I'm a Collingwood supporter. Of course, I'm a man of my words. You know what's happened with Essendon? Drugs. They got caught with drugs, and they're going, what drugs? What drugs? We haven't got any
Come
drugs.
on, get it done. Come on, we got things to talk about. Hurry up, sing the song like you promised. Why are you making this hard for?
Just move on. Next segment. Let's talk about football.
So you're not going to honour the bet.
You're not about Collingwood.
I just want to know. So you're not going to honour the bet.
I did. I sang the song.
No, you didn't. That's not the song. No one sings that at the game. No one sings it like that.
Hey, Mark,
you've got the word.
Why don't we get on with the show? And then when you have a moment, maybe you might turn around and say, you know what? I might sing the song now.
I might. Yeah, I'll have to practice it for the next.
If you don't do it, I'm telling you. Look at the chat's really getting disappointed, man.
Well,
they've been waiting for you, and you haven't honoured your bet.
I did honour a bet. I sang the song.
No, you didn't.
What my capability is. Move on. Let's get to. That's not the
song,
weak.
mate. That is weak, mate.
Angora. Keep going. Come on.
Mate, I tell you what, I'm spewing now that Jamie Elliott didn't mark that ball 30 seconds at the end of that game. Mate, he would have done what he did to you guys, what he did to you guys last year. I
thought you were saying, man, that we needed Vaseline. You're going to smash us this week. So just keep it a bit cool, mate. Wait for the game. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you understand, but for me this year, I'm not it's like for me it's a more relaxing year. We got nothing to prove. But if we're winning, we're winning. We're not winning, we're winning. But at least I do the right thing. I'm honouring. I said that I'm going to sing the song. And I apologize.
You said
and I even apologize.
Anyway, we're not up to that yet. We're not up to that yet. We're not talking about it.
That's exactly right. Move on. Come on.
Right. So sing the song. Everyone's waiting for you to sing the song and keep up. Be a man of honour, Mark. Be a man of honour. Don't be like your footy club.
The spuds are soft. They're soft, the spuds. The pies are getting cold. Let's just come on. Let's just move on, boys. Come on. Next segment.
Hey, Mark,
you're not getting away with it.
There's nothing worse you're getting told you've been told you've been called a piss week. I mean, that's
Mate, I'm telling you, mate, everyone's going to sing
Come
the
on, man.
song. You
I
made
get told a lot of things.
the
That's all right.
agreement. You made the
I did
agreement.
sing it, mate.
Mark.
I sang the song.
No, that
I
come
sang
on,
the
man.
song
You
to
know,
my,
come on. You know, let's be.
capabilities of singing
This
that
is
song.
serious now. You know that's not the song. You know that's not the song.
The only reason why that Manny sang that song is because he sings it just about every
It
week,
doesn't
mate.
matter.
He knows
Just,
how to
you've
sing
got-
the song.
you've
He's
got
got his
the
vocal
words.
cords ready
You've
singing
got
that
the
song.
words. You've got the words. You've got the words in front of you.
Yeah. You want to sing it again?
No,
I'll
you
sing it
sing
again.
the whole
I've got the
thing
words.
properly.
If you
man.
sing it again
Oh, we're
and you
from
mention
Tiger.
anything about small balls,
I'm telling you, Mark, you're being like, you really
Off the
are
show.
being like a big sook. Just do your song, mate.
Move on.
No.
come on, let's go. Tigerland.
You're wrecking it for everyone because you don't want to fucking
Come on, Marco.
honor your bet.
I sang
We've
the
been
song.
waiting all week for it.
I sang the song.
No, you never.
I did. That was closest to what I felt was the song.
Come on, Marco. We're from
got the lyrics
Tigerland. A fighting fury,
Yeah.
we're from Tigerland. In any weather, you will see us with a grin. Come on, mate.
hey,
Risking head and shin.
hey.
Come on,
Come
Marco.
on, mate. Just do it.
Yeah,
Just
we're
sing
behind,
the
we
words.
never
You've got
know.
it in
We'll
front
fight
of you.
and win. We're from
Oh, we're from
Tigerland.
Tigerland. Thank you, Manny. Thank you. Thank you for having a
Oh,
set of
listen.
Corleones, mate.
Hey, listen.
A big set.
Merci. Merci. Hey, listen. I wasn't going to let my number one fan, Matula, down. Very simple. Very simple.
I can't believe
And-
it's been like
and
15
happy
minutes
Easter
and you
to all
won't.
my
I really can't.
to all my friends out there celebrating
I'm actually
Easter this
quite
week.
disappointed that you just didn't like keep up with your bet, Mark. I'm serious here now.
I sang the
I
song.
just can't. No,
right?
you
Guys,
didn't. You're taking the piss. You're taking the
everyone's
piss
getting
out
a
of
bit carried
everyone.
away, yeah?
No, you're not. No,
Right.
you're not. You're taking the piss out of everyone. You're taking the piss out of Quinn. You're taking the piss out of everything because you don't want to honor what you said. How can anyone take you serious anymore? Like seriously, you make a bet. I remember Lou Richardson that day used to dress up in fucking things, put spaghetti on their head, all for the cause, and you can't get the words right.
I can't read and write, so artificial intelligence can make.
You read what was on your thing. How can you not read and write? You showed it.
That's what I read.
Right, so you can read.
Tigers are, we've all got small balls and we're from Tiger, yellow and black. That's it. That's done. I sang the song.
I'm telling you, bro, man, the people in the audience, man, they're not going to be happy. I'll tell you right now. Man, it'll hurt you at the end.
Go to another show.
Mark, it doesn't
Come
work.
on, man. I'm going to give you one more chance to make it up. Sing the song. This is footy. This is what they've come on to see.
Mark, come on, mate.
They've come on to see this.
Come on.
Now he's frozen. Yeah.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's pretty fucking. I'm actually disappointed in that. Anyway,
I tell you, the first rendition, the small balls, a funny little rhyme. I didn't mind it. That's a good little jab. But to not go ahead and sing the song at all, Manny, well done, mate. Well done for living up to your word. And you got 95% of the words right. So you did a good job. You tried.
Yeah, you did good. At least you did it. All right, we'll go on. We'll talk about some other stuff. I wanted Mark to be part of this because the first thing I wanted to talk about, guys, I do apologize to everyone. Yeah, he's off. I didn't take him off. He's frozen up. Yeah, it's it is disappointing, but that's typical Essendon, isn't it? They're always trying to get away with stuff. The drugs they still talk about to this day. But anyway, all right. The first thing I want to talk about is this.
It's the drugs that they haven't got a premiership yet.
Man, it's whatever. Listen, I did want to talk about the draw. There was a draw by two shit sides, right? What does everyone think in the comments? What does everyone think about the draw, right? Should we keep the draw? Because I'll explain to you, Manny, because you don't know this. But in the finals, they have extra time. And in the grand
right.
final now, they have extra time. They used to replay it, and you know that because you cheated and won against St Kilda. But during the home and away, it's a draw. Should we keep it? Manny?
I think during the season, yeah, I think you should keep it. I think you definitely should keep it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can see that both teams, the players, are just absolutely disappointed. It's one of those things where, you know what, and you know, you can't say that Collingwood missed their opportunities. I mean, Essendon missed their opportunities. So at the end of the day, a draw's a draw. But when it comes to finals football, that's a separate thing. That's my opinion. I think leave it as it is. Come finals, that's a different story.
Quinny? Yes,
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is one of the only AFL systems that I actually agree with. I think finals, you have to do extra time. You can't make a team come back the next week. It's not like it used to be in the old days. And for home and away, it's still a result. You get 2 points. It shakes up, it shakes up the ladder. Like Rocco, not to bring it, but like last year, Richmond Carlton drew round 1 all year. Not for us because we were shit, but for you guys, nudging top 4. There was extra 2 points, you know what I mean? It might have made a difference. So it does. It plays into the theatre of the game. So I'm a big fan of the draw. Obviously, you don't want to draw, but when it happens, it's rare as well. If it was happening 3 times a week, maybe then you look at it. But it's not happening that often, so let's just keep it.
Yeah,
for
sure.
He's back.
For sure.
The cheat's back.
Sorry, boys.
So we were just discussing the draw. So, yeah, my opinion is, it's got to stay. I think it's one of those unique things in the game. Keep the draw. I did hear someone say that, imagine this, right? Like you say that the end of the game is so exciting, correct? Because you're a draw and you're trying to win the game, correct? Now imagine, right, there's extra time, right? They know there's going to be extra time. What will that do for the game in the last couple of minutes? You're going to start defending and you're going to try to keep it as a draw so you can play and reset for that 5 minutes or whatever. It'll change the whole game. I like that the last few minutes, that it's hectic. People are trying to win. Mistakes count. I like that. I like that adrenaline. You take that away, I'm telling you, it changes the game. And we're already doing too many changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, agreed. And you could see it on Anzac Day. That was just that absolute rush, and not one team is happy with the draw. Like everyone wants to win, so no one's trying to play defensively, slow the game down, just not to lose. They're like, nah, we're winning, and that's it. So they go nuts, and it's great football to watch.
I think so. I think that's a unique. Like we got some unique parts of our game, and everyone's always trying to change them. You know what I mean? Just leave them, mate. Like the draw is fine, mate. There's nothing wrong with it. I know you get disappointed, but we've all been involved in draws. It's kind of that feeling that you can't get anywhere else. Why do we want to get rid of that feeling too? It's a feeling. Let's embrace it. Mark, the one who doesn't keep his word, what do you reckon?
About what, the draw?
Yeah, about the draw
and
about
the draw.
Not
I got disconnected. We're talking about the draw. Look, yeah, I reckon keep the draw for now. In some ways, I reckon the draw can advantage a side and disadvantage a side. So an example, say for Essendon, our percentage was quite low, so that draw pretty much is irrelevant now to percentage. You want points now, as say for Collingwood, they've got a great percentage, and now that's irrelevant to them. So it can be an advantage and a disadvantage to a draw. But I reckon keep it going. If they're going to do extra time, then I reckon it can open up a can of worms. Yeah. So a couple of opinions that I feel that if they continue to not have a draw and keep it going, I think it might cause some small tissue injuries after the game. You know what I mean? So it's a fast-paced game that we're playing at the moment. So I think if it's after a draw and they want to continue, it can start causing some soft tissue injuries to players. I think that they need to stop the interchange. So once the siren goes, you can't use your interchange after that. And also, no time on. So if it's 5 minutes each way, no time on. And one more, just redo the toss again. So they're my points. If you have to, or if they're going to agree to.
You don't want the draw.
I want the draw, but if they decide not to have the draw, then I think it can open up a can of worms. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that they need to make some real big decisions on if they're going to continue playing, then it's got to be the safety of the players, because obviously, they play a good 120 minutes of football, and then they've got to, how long's the break they're going to have? Little things like that. Can they use the interchange?
I mean, it's already. I mean, they've already got the template for it, because you do it in finals. So the template will stay the same. That's not the issue. The template's the same. I think they get 5 minutes. They get 5 minutes each way. Then they get another 5-minute break, and then they do another 5 minutes each way, And then after that, I don't know. I think they do it again if it happens, like if it's still a draw. So the template's there. And this,
if the template's there, then why don't they just do it during the season? Like, if the template's there, why do they still call it a draw?
The whole discussion. I don't think they should. I think just keep it. Why, like Rocco asked, why is there a draw issue now? Because every time there's a draw, the conversation comes up. It's not because it was Collingwood, or it's just because it came up. It's a draw.
Why would they have to play? Why do they have to play an extra 5 minutes, Rocco? Why can't they, during finals, why can't they just say, all right, it's a draw, right, the siren goes, the umpire gets the ball, bounces the ball in the middle. Doesn't matter. You don't continue play wherever it is. Bounce the ball in the middle, and then just whoever scores first. That's it.
Because then you've got different. Then you might have wind. You know what I mean? And you'll make it. No, but that's not fair. All of a sudden it's even, and then all of a sudden there's a 500-mile gale wind on one side, and you get the kick on that side. Who gets to kick that side? So that's why they do it 5 minutes each. So you've got to have
That's what I said before.
That's exactly right. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
You can't do just first score. You can't. It has to be. It has to be even.
You must have been Rob Joel in your previous life now, because you're talking about a gust of wind. They've been playing for the last hour and a half, but the gusts of wind all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know, but what yours? So tell me something, Manny, with your fucking smart ass, right?
No, smart ass.
Once the game is done, right? Yeah. And it's a draw, right? Yeah. And there's a wind going one side, right? So both teams have kicked two ways on two quarters, and the other side has kicked that side, right? Yeah. Then what happens after that? Who gets to kick with the win? Oh my God! Seriously, man.
Toss the coin.
You know what? It's better.
Why can't you toss the coin? Get over done with. 5 minutes. Toss the coin. All right, we'll kick that way. Bounce the ball. Bang. Whoever scores first. Over done with. That's my opinion. 5 minutes. Then 5 minutes.
What are you talking about? Like in finals, it's what they do is once it's a draw, they try to make it as fair as possible. So they give each side 5 minutes each way. Right?
Why?
You can't just say you toss a coin.
Why?
Like, what is wrong with you, mate?
Why?
Seriously,
Why?
You know what? You should be quiet.
And then what happens after 5 minutes? If it's still a draw, they play another 5 minutes. What happens if it's still a draw?
They do it again.
Oh, come on, Rocco. Get over done with. Bang. Toss the coin. You want to kick that way. Bounce the ball. Whoever scores first, over done with. That's it. That's my opinion. You're going to be sitting there 5 minutes, 5 minutes. It's not fair.
So Rocco, can I use the interchange as well? That's the key as well. So if you've got two players.
I'm not sure. Maybe Quinn knows. I'm not sure. Maybe Quinn knows better.
If you've got two players, one's concussed and one's injured, they've got four players on the bench.
I think unfortunately that's that's part of it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Unfortunately,
that's where it opens up that can of worms, mate. Because at the end of the day,
but you've been playing with that anyway.
Yeah, but if the siren goes, you need to just maybe stick to the plays that you got on the field and don't use the interchange. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't use the interchange.
What happens? See, all of this opens up cans of worms. See, this is what's happening.
Exactly my point.
Right. So what happens in the last second? A player gets knocked out. Then what? Then you play with 17. See what I mean? Like, just keep it. It's like interchange. I understand for finals, because for finals, you can't come back the week after, because both your shit sides have been affected by that. Right?
Hey, listen. You say shit side, but let me tell you, at least my shit side.
Both your shit sides, right? Both your shit sides. When I'm talking, Manny, shut up. Both your shit sides have been affected by that, right? Because your team got affected in the 90s, right? Because of that. Because Collingwood, because of the draw, you had to wait like 3 weeks between games, right? And they ended up winning. Both times, Collingwood have taken advantage of the draw, right? In 2010 against St Kilda, they had to play the week after, and St Kilda were absolutely ravished with injuries after that game. So
excuses.
It's not excuses. I'm just stating a fact.
Excuses.
How would you know? You never even watched those games. How would you know?
Excuses.
How would you know?
Excuses.
Right? So what I'm saying is, in finals, this is my opinion, in finals, I believe the draw should not be played extra time, because you can't keep playing the week after. It's too much of a disadvantage, right? But in the home and away, leave it. You get your 2 points and you move on. How's that sound? Right.
Yeah. Spot on, Rock.
Just quietly, I would, Manny, you were doing all right until you spoke, and then everyone fucking thinks you're a fucking moron again, right? Because now
I don't even have to speak, mate.
Is that one or two people, Rocco? Listen, Rocco. Listen, all right, Rocco. If you sometimes you talk like a tosh pot. You sit there and you get one or two.
Now, this is what they've renamed.
You get one or two people, and you want to sit there.
This is what they've renamed Matula, right? Matula's renamed you the dishonest one. See, now you're becoming the dishonest.
Why am I being dishonest?
Not you.
Ooh.
Not you, Mark.
Me?
Yeah.
Mannaggia. Che
When you don't keep your word, that's what people start calling you, man. Sorry to say, Mark. I didn't do it. You do it yourself.
That's the main thing. Quinn should be wrapped that I sang that song, mate. You should be wrapped.
You didn't sing it, and everyone will know from now on you're not a man of word, of your honour.
I am a man of words. I sang the song.
No, you're not.
You're lucky I sang it. You're lucky I sang the song, mate. You're very lucky.
Why are we lucky? Why are we lucky if you make the dumb agreement? Why are we lucky?
I didn't make the agreement.
You're the one that made it. I didn't make it. You made it. Yes, you did. No, you made it. I'm telling you, it's like you're doing it. You've done it to yourself, mate. Anyway, let's move on.
For you don't want to sing, my friend, I'll sing the song by the end of the show. All right, for you, mate.
All right, let's hope.
All right. Because I love you as my. If it wasn't for that, man, I'll tell you right now, I ain't singing no shit other rival songs, Collingwood, Carlton, Richmond. I don't give two shits, mate.
Then don't make the bet.
Don't make me sing songs that I want to sing. I sing it to my best ability, right? And that was my best ability. So that's all.
No, it's not. You're taking.
That was shit ass.
No, that was shit.
You were taking the piss out of the song, Marco. Had you not said the bit about the balls?
No, he's got to sing the whole verse, Mark.
Well, that's what I thought it was.
Mark, no, it's not, because you know we've sent it to you. Mark, you're like a spoiled kid crying in the supermarket. Anyway, let's move on. The other one I wanted to talk about was this one here. So I'm going to be a little bit controversial here.
Of course you will.
Of course I am. That's what I do, mate.
Of course you are. Of course.
Of course, this is exactly what I
that's
do.
what
The first
Fourever
one
Rise is all about, isn't it?
oh, this is who I am. This come out. Body. Do you want to read that, Quinny? Can you read that?
We won't get Mark to read it because he won't be able to read it out. But it says,
he won't be able to read it.
No, body composition assessments, including height and weight, will not be conducted in any talent pathways programs or any athletes that are eligible to compete in the pathways programs. Body weights will only be measured by qualified high-performance sports scientists, sports dietitians, or medical practitioners in a safe and private setting. All data collected must be kept private.
You know what? I'm going to get you to read everything out now because that was beautifully done. I can't do that shit. But, all right, let's go. No one wants to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this, right? What does everyone think about this, right? I'll tell you my opinion straight away if you want to hear it, but what's everyone think about? Skin folds are done. No one's doing skin folds. And if they do, it's kept private.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if you're a professional athlete, it's a prerequisite to be in a certain shape to play that game. Like it's been noted over the past, Manny, you will remember Dane Swan 10 years ago, whatever, they were calling him fat, they were shitting on him, or Jake Stringer, they were calling him fat, shitting on him. But like you're expected to play and show up in a certain shape, and skin folds are a part of that. Look, if you're telling me we're going to do skin fold tests on a 13-year-old kid that's in the Pathways program, okay, maybe not. You don't need to be testing a 13-year-old. But if you're in the AFL or, you're in a high league or the VFL trying to play AFL, then it's all a part of it. You've got to meet those standards. It's as simple as that.
You guys?
I agree with what Quinn is saying, that you wouldn't want to do it to a younger lad who's up and coming and wants to play the game. Because
but
the
once
worst
you become
thing,
professional.
Well, yeah, you can become professional, but the biggest problem we've got these days is that you're putting mental health has become a huge problem. Now you want to add more to that, right? So you're going to have a lot of these kids who are going to be finding it tough, right? A lot of them end up having to take drugs to try and, that quick fix to lose weight. I mean, at the end of the day, what are you trying to? Yeah, sure, and different bodies, different body types. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, Rene King, he played for Collingwood. When you looked at him, you thought to yourself, is this guy a bodybuilder or is he a football player? But at the end of the day, things have changed. There are no footy players involved. Let me finish. I know the game's changed a lot, and I know players. It's a faster game, but what are we trying to teach here? You fold the skin, or I don't know. It's a very sensitive topic.
Well, it shouldn't be sensitive. You know why? Because this is my opinion. It shouldn't be sensitive. It's been done for 100 years. The skin fold is not just about you being fat. It's what they do is they do a skin fold and they know where you're at. They get a lot from the skin fold. If you come back with your skin fold big, they know that you're not in the right shape for them to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like now people are getting too sensitive because the reason they're not doing it, remember this.
Oh, no, that's right. If they did 100 years.
No, the reason they're not doing that now is because now, let's be serious. It's people that are now don't want to be shamed.
Well, you don't blame him. You don't blame him, Rocco.
Well, you don't play the game. And Matthew Lloyd,
come on, Rocco.
The Velvet Hammer, right there. Matthew Lloyd said something. If you are going to get offended by that, I don't think you're up to playing the game. It's simple, mate. This is a tough game. You're going out there and you're worried about skin folds. Are we being serious here? Is this what? So now they can't do it. So a team that pays players millions of dollars can't do one of the tests that they've done for many, many years to understand how they're going to come back. Is this where we're going to? Now, you get paid a lot of money, mate. Get in there and do what they tell you to do. They're not asking you anything special. They're just asking you to come back in shape. That's it.
And we're not asking for these results to go to the public as well. I don't need to know. I don't need to know dusty skin folds, but the club should know. If the doctors are doing them, the club should know. You know why as well? Not just so, he's fat, he's not, he's fit, he's not. But the training loads will vary, and the way that they train will vary depending on what fitness you've come back in. If you've come back and your skin fold numbers are too high, your training load is going to look different to someone who comes back and is fit as a fiddle. So it's for that aspect of things as well. We're not saying the public needs to know. So no one needs to, be fat shamed by the public and, idiots like us that sit on these shows and talk shit about them. But it's the club that needs to know.
And exactly right. And it's about that, because what happens is they get a break, right? And they go away. Not everyone is disciplined. Like, let's say, now a lot of the players are. But let's say someone like, I'll pick on our side, someone like a Sam Walsh. I guarantee during his holiday, he's training every day, right? But then there's other ones. I remember when McGovern came to our club, right? They used to call him brackets. You know why? Because he wore the number 11 and they look like brackets, right? So the thing is, when they come back, the club expects you to come back in a certain way, because they don't just go away and eat fucking pizzas and drink beer for 4 weeks. They give him training. They give him training things to do, don't they, Quinn? To make sure, relax. But when you come back, mate, we got like 8 weeks to get back onto this track, and we got to make sure, because if you don't come back right, mate, it just pushes everything, man, and you affect the whole side. Man, if you think that this is about the fat shaming, it's absolutely wrong, man. The club should have every right to do the test. And like Quinn said, keep it within the club. There should be nothing wrong with that. Mark, we haven't heard from you.
Sometimes you might have a player. Sometimes you might have a player. Sorry, Mark. Sometimes you might have a player like that West Coast Eagles player. What was his name? Elliot Yeo, who that player that used to play for Adelaide, Kane, came out, and because he looked a little bit pudgy or whatever, and he went on. Now, yeah, sure, okay, it might not be, might not look as pretty as what you want it to look, but at the end of the day, you want to have a player like that play the game, then put on a player that's got injuries, and you want to try and fill in the numbers by putting injured players. You're missing the point, man.
You keep mentioning the looks, because each skin fold is going to be different for players.
I'm not saying the looks. I'm saying
the way he looks. The point is, what we're saying is,
I'm saying is that bloke Corns that used to play for Adelaide, he's the one who sat there and he's making a big deal about the way a player looks. I mean, different bodies, different shapes.
But whatever. But at the end of the day, man, what we're saying is, this is simple. A club should have a right to measure you and tell you to come back a certain way. That's it. Now, each player is going to be different. Like, each player is going to be different skin folds for different sizes and all that, right? I understand that. But what we're saying is, Manny, do you understand what they're doing? They're stopping it. They're saying, that's it. You paying this player millions of dollars cannot do this on him anymore.
That's right. I don't know. And all of a sudden, they're popping drugs to try and lose the weight quickly, and this and that, because you get paid so much money, and you put a little bit of weight.
Why would they pump the drugs, Manny? What are you talking about?
That's what happens. What am I talking about? Hey, that's what happens. You must be a real banana. That's what happens. These players, they end up taking certain drugs. I'm not talking it's an illegal drug. They actually take a drug that is subscribed, that what it does is it speeds up their metabolism, their heart rate, to help them lose weight, right? So that's what a lot of times some players might struggle to lose that bit of weight. All of a sudden, here, let's give them some drugs. What are we promoting here?
You call me a banana. It's not about that, you dumbass. Do you understand they set a program for them? They set a program. They don't tell them. No team tells them to lose weight in a week. what they do is they set a program for them, and when they get there, right? Because what they do is they do a skin fold, and then they set a program for them to get to a particular size and weight and muscle like formation, whatever, for them. So they set it. If you want to go out and stuff that all up, you've gone against the club. They have proper dietitians.
Some people, some players find it naturally and easily to do. Some players don't find it as easily and natural to do.
That's why they set up a program.
And unfortunately, these programs sometimes don't work, and they end up taking prescription drugs. It's proven. It's proven. You can sit there
All right,
in your head.
All right, this is what we're going to do, right? Everyone, next week, Manny's going to bring out the articles where it's proven that players in the AFL take drugs, right?
You reckon they don't?
No, show me.
They don't?
I want you. Don't come up with the statement.
You reckon they don't?
Well, show me it. Show me it.
I'm not saying they're taking illegal drugs.
Yes, you did.
No. You're a banana. I said they take prescribed drugs, and as Jimmy R said, what did he put down there? He said Ozempic. Ozempic must be something that helps the players. I don't know. All right. So obviously Jimmy R is on that, and he's one of your supporters.
You know what you do? Just keep digging that hole, man. I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. Mark,
I think I've realised you got no idea.
Bring some sense. Oh yeah. All right. Next week, Manny's going to bring the articles that show that players, once they're on the program, cannot do it and then start taking drugs. I want those programs. I want to see those articles, Manny. No, you're just talking out of your fucking. I bring up articles and you just talk out of your ass.
Go on, Mark. You say something.
Go, Mark. Yeah, it's best you stop.
Look, I'm not going to dwell on this conversation for too long because I think it's dragged out a little bit. But Quinn is pretty spot on about the skin fold. It should be a standard procedure. You know, all clubs have got authorizations to check the skin fold to their capabilities of what they need to do better, what they need to improve in their body fats. But I don't believe it should be obviously presented out to the public. That's my concern. So yeah, look, they're professional players. They get paid big bucks these days. You know what I mean? So whether you're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, that's part of the procedure. And just move on. I don't see it being a big thing, but obviously everyone now is getting technical about whether it's coming out or not.
Well, the thing is, Mark, they've brought it out now where they won't allow to do it. That's why it's come out now.
Yeah.
All we're saying is that it should come out. This is the way they work out a player. They put them on a program. They get them ready, and now they're saying, no, you can't do that because it shames them.
Yeah, because obviously it's like about skin fold, which is about obesity or putting on weight or losing weight. So it makes obviously the public aware that you got to be this persona or this build to be a football player.
But the public won't know. The public won't know. It's within the club.
Yeah, but obviously the public is starting to know which players are getting skin fold tested.
Everyone gets skin folds, and the public doesn't know the results. You don't know the results.
Well, then that's okay. Right? Then it's part of their policy and that's part of the procedure, and they're professionals and they get paid.
But they've stopped it.
So they've stopped it. So because of Because it's
fat shaming people. So they're saying no, we can't do it anymore. Okay. So this is what I'm saying. If it's within the club, they're not going to fat shame their players. They're going to say, listen, we need to improve this, this, and this, and this for you to get to a standard that we're happy with. Right?
Correct.
So to do that, we need to do this test. But what they're saying now is you can't do that test.
Okay. Because is it being brought out to the public?
No, they're just saying because these certain players are getting offended by, the skin fold makes me feel bad.
Right.
They've stopped doing it. That's the reason.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they've turned around and they said to all these players that have been caught with taking cocaine and other illicit drugs. Listen, what are your reasons for taking these drugs?
And that's a good point from Jimmy R.
I've been struggling to lose
Jimmy
weight.
R, yeah.
I've been under pressure to lose weight. I've been under pressure to reach a certain level, and all of a sudden I'm taking drugs, and that's very common.
This is all it all kind of stems from this, like the.
That's a good point from Jimmy R that they don't do on the AFL women's.
No,
Imagine
they
that.
don't do it in the women's, and that's a good point,
well, that can really offend and affect players because of the skin fold and the fat and all that. It just opens up another can of worms. So
I think, I do agree with that. It does open up a different can of worms. I think with the AFLW, it is slightly different as well because they are still part-time also. So their standards probably don't need or aren't as high as what the men's currently are. Like if you look probably 20 years ago, like when, more than this now, but when Plugger was playing, they probably weren't doing skin folds then because the players were part-time. They had jobs. The football was secondary type thing where now, with the men's at least, it's their every day. It's their life. They've got this expectation to hit those standards. But I do agree as well. It is different between the AFL and AFLW, opening up another can of worms with them. But, I think part of that is also because it's not that full-time job for them just yet, where it's, it's a lot harder to maintain that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost now like, to me, it's a little bit like the tail wagging the dog, or I don't know, man. If it's me, I want my players to be a certain condition to get out there, man. Mate, these are the tests I want to do. I'm not bringing it out there. I just want my players to be at a certain level when they play round one, and I want them to maintain that. I pay you the money. It's just like the drugs. To me, like with this drug policy with the other illicit drugs, at the end of the day, it should be zero. There should be zero. Why are they even like entertaining like players that have been caught and they give them a week? And there should be, if you take them, you're done. And I was saying this yesterday, in my job, if I get caught with drugs or alcohol while I'm working, you're done. There's no excuses. But yet athletes who get paid millions of dollars, clubs that are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, these are the rules, mate. These are the rules, mate. Like, just don't, but anyway, that's another issue.
Yeah, you have a big problems.
Yeah,
I'll open up
as many cans of worms as I want. You know why? Because I don't really care. No one pays me to do this.
That's right.
Right? Except for the members. Now, if you become a member, right?
Good segue. Good segue.
Yeah, we can. And so that's it. Is there any other? Is there a question anyone wants to ask before we move on? Is there something?
There's a question there.
What's the question?
They said they did, but everyone was scared to ask Tony Lockett. Here's a player that he wouldn't have played football, eh?
No, but he would have. But no. And look, it was a bit different those days too, because at the end of the day, like 20, 30 years ago, man, the different shapes, it's got to a different level now, right? It's not even about that. But don't worry. You talk about Tony Lockett, trust me, they would have had something set up for him too, But at the end of the day, let's not kid ourselves, mate. There's different standards for different players, man. You know what I mean? If you're in the 30 to 44 spot in your team, less leverage than the person who's 1 to 10. You know what I mean? So, Curnow is going to have a little bit more leverage than bloody our 44th player, and that's unfortunately the way.
He's in your top 10. He's in your top 10.
Hey,
Curnow's in your top 10 players.
Yeah. So I don't understand what that means.
No, I'm just saying, like you're saying, like your best players. Yeah. So I'm just.
So he's not. I know what you're trying to say. So he's not in our top 10.
No, I'm saying he's in your top 10. He's in your top 10.
He'd be your number one player at your shit club. That's for sure. Anyway, let's talk
about
about one more thing, because I reckon this before we go.
12th.
Yeah,
12th.
Yeah, all right. If you got Merritt, fucking 38 years old, still winning your best on ground. Wow.
38? He's not.
That's great.
Mate.
How old is he?
He's 28.
28. So one of your oldest players keeps winning. Fucking that's your best player.
Hey, Zach Merritt didn't deserve that. And that's the other thing. If a game finishes in a draw, nobody should get the Anzac.
You've still got a best.
Anzac Game
You've
medal.
still got a best player. It's a best player. It's not about who wins.
No,
What
no.
are you talking about, Manny?
No, because usually you'll find it's the team that wins it'll always be the player of the team that wins that gets it. I've never seen it any other way.
Like Nathan Buckley. Like Nathan Buckley.
Like I said, I don't know.
Like Nathan Buckley.
What happened to Nathan Buckley?
See, you don't even know your own team.
I'm asking you a question, Rocker. Minka, if I can't ask a question.
Know, then you should know. He wins the Norm Smith in a losing grand final.
All right, I'm asking the question because our viewers want to know.
You didn't ask it, you made a statement.
Maybe Manny, if Langford would have kicked his goal, he would have kicked 5 goals. He might have just got the Anzac Game.
I reckon Dacos deserved it. Dacos deserved it.
Dacos, what? With his fucking no hardball gets.
Well, at least Dacos scored a goal.
After the game, we actually turned around before they announced it, and we said, and this is fair income, you asked Mars, we go, if Dacos gets it because he's under the eye, we will fucking stop watching footy.
Really?
We will stop watching footy.
Really? You said that?
Me and Mars, because we watched it together, and we said that if Dacos wins it, and by thank God that soft player, soft as butter, did not win
Premiership player.
Yeah,
yep.
Premiership fucking. Yeah, Premiership fucking. That was the biggest asterisk ever. Biggest asterisk ever. You've got the softest players in the world, mate.
What's that?
You have got 2 jobs for next week. You've got the first job is to bring up those articles that you talked about. And the second job is I want you to bring up 3. All I want is vision of 3 hardball gets by your weak ass Nick. Not Josh, Nick Dacos. I want 3 hardball gets.
I don't need to show you videos. The bloke is a legend. He's a Premiership player.
Legend. He's a legend. Is he a legend?
Of course he is.
Is he a legend?
Of course he is.
He's as soft as butter, man. I'd rather have Cottrell with an injury than your shit fucking Dacos.
Cottrell with an injury. Go on. What do you reckon, Mark? Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Mark reckons that's interesting too.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that later, but there is a bit of
sorry, boys. I just got the missus to try and hit up these pies and try and get them spud a little bit harder.
There was something on there about Higgins' tackle.
Yeah, whatever. He got 3 weeks. No one cares. He's irrelevant.
He should have got 6 weeks, mate, for that. So
he actually tried to appeal it.
Yeah,
that was a hard tackle.
Did you hear what his argument was? Did you hear what Higgins said? Higgins goes, even one of the Port Adelaide players said it was stiff. I'm like, you can't use that as evidence.
Nah.
The worst.
Thanks, Enzo.
Yeah, he should have got more. But this is with the tribunal, man. You just don't know, man, anymore, man. They're just making up stuff as they go along, man. So, yeah. I mean, he's got 3. Huh?
3 weeks
all right,
for that.
All right, let's go on.
But anyway, move on.
Let's go on. We've got this could be one of the worst starts of the show. We've got someone who doesn't keep his fucking bets. We've got someone who just talks out of his ass and pretends he knows stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
you need to stop
talking. There's a difference between knowing stuff, Manny, and just saying stuff.
Yeah, you need to stop talking, Rocco, because if you've got no idea.
Of course I don't stop talking. You know why I don't stop talking, Manny?
You've got no idea. You're telling me that those players do not take drugs.
Right? I mean, the article
doesn't count, Mark.
Sorry?
Show me the
that doesn't count.
Hey, Mark sang the song.
I'll sing it towards you. Huh?
Well done, Mark.
No, I'll sing it towards you. I'll do it for Quinn. I'll sing it
Care what
towards
you
the end
do.
of the night. Yeah,
You could do it for Jesus Christ. I don't care. Just do it.
right.
Just
So
do it.
when I'm
Be a
ready,
man.
I'll do it. Not when you're ready, Rocco. When I'm ready, I'll do it. You just sit on your blues corner there.
Back in the old country, if you were back in the old country, mate, I would have been already sending fish to your place, but you would have been swimming with the fish.
All right. Well, you just sit on your blues corner there and let me sing the song when I'm ready to sing it to Quinn as a bet. Not you, not Manny. He's professional Frank Sinatra. Oh, Dave's blue. Move on. What's next, boys?
They want to see us in a ring. I'll take you on. I've also got me mate Lyndon Hosking, Commonwealth boxer, who said he'll train me for it.
What's this? What's this for?
They said they would pay to see me and you in a ring. I'll take you on straight away. All I got to do is move like 2 feet to the left, and you'd be out of breath.
Hey, Rocco, I like you, but you know what? I wouldn't fight it. I don't have the heart to rearrange it, mate, because that's what will happen.
You really?
I hope you know. Just,
man,
you know what?
The other day I saw you walking down the corridor. You had to sit down for 5 minutes.
Listen, some things you just need to sit there and take a step back, son. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Now, Marco, you going to sing this song or what?
No.
He'll sing it. Don't go changing the subject.
I do what I want to do. All right. My management. If I sing the song, my management needs to speak to Rocco towards the end of the night. All right, because there's rules and regulations and contracts. Yeah, Quinn, you're right.
I'm
Where
listening.
are you?
Hey, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm telling you, these are the worst. I've got the worst.
It's not about the blues show here, mate. It's the Fourever rivals. It's 4 rivals, 4 teams bantering against each other. Now, just quickly before we move on, if you want to quickly shut up, Mark. You want me to shut up or not? I can shut up if you like, boys, but it's up to you. Mark, shut up. All right, hit the spud. I'm trying. Yeah. You hit the spuds, mate. Look. Oh, we're gonna smash Geelong by 69 points. Oh, we're gonna smash Geelong. Yeah, if we beat Geelong, that's it. Spuds. Anyway, so quickly before we move on, boys, if we've got a couple of minutes, yeah.
Wait, before that, when we do have the boxing match, just quickly, apparently we have to have skin folds.
Oh. Me and Manny are finished. Me and Manny are gone. Me and Manny will be doing sumo.
I don't know how big those clamps have to be to test the fucking skin fold. All right, go, Mark. You had something to say.
Well, yes, I have got something to say, boys. All right. Apart from last week's conversation about, Rocco saying, like he's already stressing out. He's already like, fucking manager, what's going on here? Do some research about home grounds. So I'm gonna let you know about the home grounds, right?
Tell me.
Home ground, not home games, which I referred to last week. GMH Stadium is Geelong's home ground. MCG is Collingwood, Richmond, Hawthorn, and Melbourne's home ground. Not games. Marvel Stadium is to Essendon, Carlton, Bulldogs, and North Melbourne. They are the research of the home grounds, not home games. Yeah. So I'm just going to point out to you.
I'm quite impressed. Mark, you actually did something.
Right.
But can I just ask you something?
I am going to let you know that the Essendon Football Club, have got 2 years to run under contract at Marvel. They are fighting to get the MCG their home ground.
Yeah.
Today, I was listening to that. Today, it's amazing how I was listening to the radio today, and I'm thinking, how do these guys get the information about last week's conversation on Fourever Rivals, saying that Carlton Carlton are desperate to have their home ground at the MCG. Not the home games, the home ground. So
Yeah, I know.
just right. Now, we are affiliated. The Essendon Football Club and the Carlton Football Club are always going to be affiliated. And also Hawthorns is affiliated with the Hobart, North and all that. But at the end of the day, that's our home ground. Now, it's not fair in some ways. That's what I can't understand, all right? Because we play, say, for instance, Melbourne twice this year, and we have to play them both at the MCG. Okay? We play Hawthorn twice this year, and we have to play them both at the MCG. Why can't we play? Hey?
They're too small to play at the GS, and then.
But they're playing at the G. What are you talking about? It's too small to play. They're playing at the G.
But
So it's irrelevant
to actually play all your games there. No one wants to go and see you guys.
Okay. Well, it's me against you with
listen, I'm actually quite impressed.
At the end of the day, we've got just as much supporters as what Carlton, Richmond, and Collingwood. I'll give you another tip.
No, you haven't.
I'll give you another tip.
You're at the bottom.
Richmond.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Let him talk.
The Tiger Team Richmond Cubs are spending over $100 million to renovate or refurbish the Punt Road grandstand there or the stadium. Why don't they spend an extra $100 million and put their home ground there? Why don't we get back to why don't we get back to the old traditional Windy Hill, Princess Park,
That's never going to happen, Mark.
No, well, it can happen because at the end of the day,
Mark,
the teams,
Mark,
the
it
club,
won't happen. You know why?
The club should affiliate towards their own club.
It won't happen, Mark. Mark, listen, Geelong could have played. Geelong could have played Carlton at Geelong, right? They weren't going to get 95,000.
Now, listen to me. This is how it works.
This all comes down to money, mate. Money.
It's about money. It's not about money or just. I mean, they got to fit. If you got two big clubs, they got to fit those. You can't just put them into a 30,000 fucking stadium. Now, let me say something because you've been talking, you're fucking rubbish. Listen, I'm quite impressed that you actually did some research, right? I'm quite impressed. But what's unusual is, where did you find this research?
Just Googled.
So you read it?
I read it, mate, straight out. I said, Carlton's...
Wait. Don't let me cut you off. Let me finish. You read it.
I searched it.
So you searched it up and you read it. But just at the start of the show, you said you can't read.
No.
So I just want to know, were you lying before or are you lying now?
Rocco,
you've been hanging around.
I sometimes don't want to admit my disease and stuff like that. Whether you want to,
Rocco, you've been hanging around with me.
But I did have one of my workers and my colleague with me to read it for me.
You never said that. You said you.
Well, I'm not going to get too involved with saying that. I'm not going to say, I can't read. Yeah, all right, fair enough. So I searched it, and all I did was very simple. Carlton's home ground, very simple. Marvel, done. Case closed. Move on. That was from last week.
I'm impressed you actually did it. But at the end of the day, all right, it's the home ground, but we've got a home game that we've got to play, and they've got so many home games they've got to play at the G.
Correct. I've got you wrong. I understand where you come. I just want to prove a point that your home ground is at Marvel, not MCG. Okay?
I just want to prove a point that you lied before about the reading.
Hey, Mark, hang on. Can I just Mark, can I just say that it's very hard for you to understand, but when you've got Carlton Football Club that's got, what do they got, 90,000 members?
Yeah.
100,000.
100,000. Mm-hmm. All right, you've got Collingwood that's got about the same, all right?
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, the expectation is that when you're a member, you want to be able to go to these games. Now, this week it's Carlton's home game, and they're playing at the MCG. All right.
Correct.
Now you're going to get at least 90,000, if not more. Right. I dare
know
say
you don't understand this, Mark. You don't understand this because for Essendon to get like big crowds, you need to play teams like Collingwood, Carlton, and Richmond, or else you get nobody, right?
Oh,
so
really?
I know you don't.
Oh,
I know you
right.
don't understand that. Well, that's the only reason you get big crowds.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when Carlton start maybe losing a few games, you might not get the crowds that you think
we
you're going
played
to get.
against Geelong and we got 87,000, and I'm telling you now, 50 with Carlton.
And that's good for football. That's good for football.
But the only way you can do it is you've got to set up like an Anzac Day. You've got to make it into a big event, or else no one's coming to see your side.
What do you reckon, Chris?
So Dreamtime, Essendon and Richmond, you're not going to get.
Yeah, because of Richmond. They've got 100,000 members, mate.
Really?
They're not coming for you. What they're going to come
on losing? If they keep on losing, you won't get 100,000 people.
And they still get 100,000.
We've got 20,000 more members than you guys do, and we're shithouse.
They got 20,000. You in the Fourever Rivals, like membership ladder. You're at the bottom.
Really?
Yeah. Not really. That's a fact.
And that's numbers. That's the numbers. That's the numbers.
That is the numbers. That's the
numbers.
Not
about profit. It's not about profit.
What are you talking about? I'm just talking about numbers. User like at the bottom, like you normally are.
Numbers is a numbers game. It's all about.
The only times user on top is when you go out and you look in your phone and you find out the peptide bloody dealer. That's the top. That's the name at the top. But everything else is at the bottom, Mark. All right, let's go.
Oh, okay.
I reckon we've
Hang on, Rocco.
I'll just let you know, Rocco, about last week. All right, I thought I'd just mention that. I didn't have to mention.
I was waiting on Quinn.
At least you researched. I'm happy about that.
Hey, Rocco, can we get Quinn to? He was about to say something. Quinn, please continue on.
I appreciate you clearing the floor for me, Manny. Honestly, I'll be completely honest. This whole conversation has thrown me. I can't remember what I was going to say, mate. I'm lost. I'm absolutely lost.
We're talking about the fact that you've got all these big clubs. That
yeah.
You know,
listen. Let's go because we've got to keep.
You need a big stadium like the MCG, but then again, you need. I mean, all right, we need another bigger stadium. We do. We need another bigger stadium.
How much more stadium?
That's exactly what I just wanted to say. If Richmond is spending $100 million to refurbish their own ground, spend $100 million and set it for 65,000.
But where are you going to get another 100 mil from? And with 65,000 stadium for a club,
how do you think you're going to build this stadium?
200 million from. But not only that, Mark, you're going to build a 65,000 seat stadium for a club that's got nearly 100,000 members, and you got 40,000 people that miss out. That might work for a club like Essendon that only have 70,000 members.
You're not playing Collingwood, Carlton, and Richmond every week, mate. You're playing Freo. You're playing Brisbane at home. You get a crowd of 60,000 people.
These teams want to play at
60,000 capacity. You're going to kill it. And the thing is that you're going to reap the rewards of the benefits, not the AFL. You guys are. That's the key.
Mark,
individual corporate companies, and you reap the rewards out of it.
But we get to find $200 million from somewhere as well. The club's already reaching out to fans, asking the fans to donate.
Maybe start charging a little bit more for your membership, mate. Because I have.
Now we're going to pay for it. You seriously? Listen, Lou's correct. He reckons at 200 million. You're not going to build the fucking tuck store for 200 million. You're going to need $1 billion to build a stadium these days.
Do it. Get the crowd behind it. Get your support.
And why doesn't Essendon do it? Why doesn't Essendon do it? Instead of complaining about having two home grounds, why don't you build one at Windy Hill?
I can't.
Windy Hill, no. Have you been to the hangar?
That's where the druggies hang around.
They don't even trade there. They don't even trade there. That's how shit
that
it is.
That is a massive vacant land out the hangar that you could build a massive stadium out there, mate, near the airport.
So do it.
Do it.
Just well, they got the money to do it, but maybe not. They want to go to the MCG.
If you build it, if you build it, Essendon fans still won't come because they don't fucking like watching their team.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen, we had some games going, right?
Have we?
All right, let's go through these quickly, man. Is everyone getting bored of this? Are we fucking hell, man? There's still heaps of people there. Are you enjoying? Can I just get some comments here? Are we enjoying this, or are we just like? Because I'm seriously dumber than when I first got here. For some reason, I feel like I've lost brain cells.
You look too.
Fuck, I do, man. Every time I finish here, I feel a little bit less smarter. For some reason, it's like I lose brain cells. Anyway, let's go to this one here. There was a couple of games. First one. Richmond, 5-12-42. Melbourne, 13-7-85. Do we need to talk about this, Quinn? Or let's be serious. Are we really slowly becoming irrelevant as a side? What are we doing here?
Shit, yes. Irrelevant, no. But I think the way I summed the game up like last week was pretty much spot on. I said the spectacle beforehand was going to be something special, and then the game itself wasn't going to be not much, and it was shit out. So I was getting text messages from neutral fans going, this is awful. And halftime, we were up by a point. Not too bad. But Melbourne don't play a great brand of footy. Richmond aren't that great at the moment, so it was never going to be anything special. But good spectacle for Anzac Eve, though. The way they do the show beforehand is really good. It's a good way to commemorate the week.
Look, the Anzac.
How much what was the crowd there, Quinny? Sorry, Matt. What was the crowd there?
75, I think. 75.
So
that's pretty good because Melbourne don't show up. That's pretty good.
Well, remember, Melbourne did their first flag unfurling in 60 years at the home ground MC, and they had 50,000 people there. So yeah, their shit house. Their supporters are worse than yours.
I have to admit something, right? Because Collingwood and Essendon supporters, they're just fucking rabble, man.
Really?
Just the worst people in the world. But you know, Melbourne supporters, they are very close to the ones I hate when I go to one of their games because they've got this thing about them, man. They think they're so fucking, and they bloody in their MCC members and that. You got to see them. They're all these old people with fucking those tweed jackets. It's like that, man. So I reckon 75 is good.
Just on Melbourne as well, because Rock, you've sparked something in my head. I won't dwell on them because no one here gives a shit about Melbourne. But just quickly, working in the membership space, it's an actual fact. Melbourne's membership base are predominantly all old people. They're all dying out. In 20 years, they're going to have no members because they're all going to die. No one wants to watch Melbourne play. For a team that's won one flag, they're very up and about and cocky for a team that really hasn't done much with the list that they've got.
100%, man. I reckon it's pretty much a failure what they've done. And this year they look here and there. We'll see in a couple of weeks. Actually, we got them in a couple of weeks. But anyway, that was there. So anyway, again, another loss to Richmond. And
I think Quinn, quickly, mate. The Tigers have been tamed, mate. I do apologise for this, and I think they're going to struggle for the next probably 5 to 7 years. So.
I think it's a good time to sing the song now. Rev him up. Come on.
You want me to sing the song?
I think it's a good time. We just talked about Richmond.
Hold on. I'm going to do it for you one more time. That's it.
Get ready. Shut up.
Oh, we're from Tigerland. A fighting fury. We're from Tigerland. If anywhere there you see us with the grin. Risking head and behind them. Never mind, we'll fight and win with for Tigerland. We'll never wake until the final siren's gone. Like the Tigers of gold, we're all got small balls and we're from Tiger, yellow and black. Tigerland. All right.
It was better, but you had to throw the small balls comment in there. We're not getting any more out of you than that.
I think that's pretty good value. That's good enough to clip right? And put all over social media all week. So we're going to have it. Essendon supporter sings Tiger. Collingwood supporter sings Carlton. I'm going to have a field day with this, man.
I gave the song a bit of class.
You did. You sang it very well. You sang it
Oh,
very well.
you're
You're both
professional.
losers.
I
You're
reckon
both
you're
losers.
for
Yeah,
some reason.
you're both embarrassing. You're both shit supporters, but at least you did it. All right, next one. Quite embarrassing, actually, watching you two sing that. That was quite bad. All right, the next one here. Let's be quick with this because we're really, really pushing here. But we did have a draw here. It was pretty much the battle of the just the two most just worst sides, mate. 12-13 apiece, 85. Back and forth. One hit the lead. Then you get people like, who's that bricklayer that you got, Manny? What's his name? In the forward line.
Yeah, bricklayer. Yeah, whatever.
Who is he?
Yeah. It was a
What's
it was
his
a
name?
great, it was a great game.
What's the bricklayer's name? What's his name?
Oh, I don't know. We got bricklayers. All I know is we got football players.
No, you've got a bricklayer there. Who's your forward? You know your forwards? Who was it?
We got footy players. Now,
no, he was a bricklayer a few years ago.
Yeah,
he was a bricklayer, and he kicked two on the full. He kicked two on the full like a big. Oh, there he is.
My
was building my fence last week, and all of a sudden he's trying to kick goals, right? And then you get your shit side directly in front, missing those goals when you could have iced it. Like this was like really just a game of ground.
Can I just say that if you were just a spectator of the game and you weren't supporting any of those two teams, it was a great game. It was a great spectacle.
Why?
Well, this is what I was told by someone, actually not someone, by many, who said to me, Manny, we don't barrack for either team, and we thought it was an exciting game.
It was a crap game. All your mistakes and disposals was absolutely
your team lost.
I mean, you're getting. Let me talk about your team for a second. You're getting people like Quentin that could not hit a target. You're getting people like Mychek kicking it twice on the full, and you call. The only reason you're calling it even a decent game was because it was a draw. That's the only reason.
You guys lost.
What was great about it?
You guys lost.
Turnovers were on a high. You were missing. What was great about it?
You guys lost. You guys.
We're talking about your game. We're not talking my game is next.
Okay. Let us talk about our game.
Okay, settle down. It's between me and me now, right? Let's talk about the game.
Keep it to
yourself. What was great about it? What was great about it?
Go on, Marco.
I think it was a spectacle of a game, all right? On Anzac Day, sometimes, a draw is a draw. They're battling, they're fighting, and let's just move on from there. But although Essendon quickly, Manny, we had a great start to you boys. I was never in doubt that Collingwood were going to come back because Collingwood are always a type of side that are always going to come back. See, I was never comfortable, even though we're up by 4 goals. I knew Collingwood were going to come back. But I was proud of our boys to not let Collingwood overrun us and built the pressure throughout the whole game. So we had our chances to win the game. Langford, obviously, he missed, and obviously Elliott dropped that mark, but let it move on. But I just want to say for the Essendon viewers out there, McGrath in the back line, he's starting to step up now the last 2 or 3 years. He's becoming a leader. Nick Martin, you can throw him anywhere in the ground. He went forward in the last quarter, kicked a nice goal, set up a couple of goals. Langford kicked the 4 goals. If he kicked the 5, he might have won the medal. So he's one of our key trustworthy forwards going forward now. And I predicted Zach Merritt to win the Anzac Day medal.
You did.
Hallelujah. He got it right.
10,000 disposals by the great man Scott Pendlebury.
Yep, most certainly. So
no one cares.
I was happy.
And his 10,000 disposal just quietly went straight to an opposition player.
He's getting a bit older, Pembury's too.
I
That's probably
listen,
not his last
I
shot.
think Rocco agrees with you,
It
Mark.
was a
You're
good
right.
game, Manny. I was wrapped, mate. I would have loved to have got the 4 points, but to be honest, to
Great
me,
game. It was a great game.
I actually
It-
enjoyed
the
the draw,
spirit-
and I was happy.
The
I was
spirit
happy
of the
to get
Anzac,
2
mate.
points.
The spirit of the Anzac.
Spirit of the Anzac.
The spirit of the Anzac. And you know what? At the end of the day, it was a great speech by Collingwood captain.
Tell him to get off, but that was the most boring. Tell him to get off his high horse and worry about trying to win a game. Tell him to piss off. Darcy less over there. Hey, Rocco was correct. You're right, Mark. The pre-game was a spectacle. That was the best part of your game.
Win a game. We want to fucking.
Yeah. So he's right.
We've got another game to go to in a minute, isn't it? So we'll worry about that, I reckon, Rock.
Well, speaking of going to another game, before Rocco opens up his heart and starts telling us whatever he wants to tell us, do you know that Carlton beat Geelong in every single thing, whether it was disposals, tackles, marks, this and that?
Wait for the game. Wait for the game.
Accurate kicking let them down. Go on, Rocco.
The buds.
Yours,
Buds.
Go on, Rocco.
There you go.
Hooked.
18, 10, 118 to 15, 15, 105.
Tui.
This was a game of two heavyweights.
Really? You reckon?
I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So tell me, Manny, since you're so smart, where did we lose it?
Where'd you lose it? You're kicking. You're kicking let you down. What do you mean, where'd you lose it? You're kicking let you down.
No. See, that's a simpleton's view. That's your simpleton view. Oh, it was your kicking. It wasn't the kicking.
What was it then?
Well, since you're so smart, what was it? You're saying it was a kicking. I'm telling you, you're a simpleton, and that's how you understand the game. That's your simpleton. You're going to let me speak or I'll mute you?
You asked me a question.
No, and you fucking gave me the answer. Now I'll speak. Your simpleton view of the game, that's what you would say. But you would know, right, that had the kicking was pretty bad in that first quarter. Manny doesn't understand. I can see him. So as soon as he puts down the can, I'll put him back on because he's got to remember. But this was simple. We lost it in defense. We lost it as a defensive unit. It had nothing to do with, I can see you, Manny.
I know you can see me.
Right. So if you give me the shits, I'll take you off. It's simple.
Okay.
It's simple.
Get out here, mate.
All right. So this is how it works, right? I'm telling you, Manny, unless you want to take control of the whole thing, you can do it. But because you're not capable, because your simpleton mind, it was just the kicking. It wasn't the kicking. We were bad in our defensive of the ground. The way we defended the ground was completely wrong, and we got it wrong, and they got away too easy. They scored goals too easy on us, and we know that. And just like the coach, I'm not like used to, not making any excuse for that. Was unacceptable and a disappointing game. That's it. We've got to get better if we want to play, and we'll do it again. I'll tell you who's the biggest loser this week.
Collingwood.
The biggest loser is going to be Collingwood this week.
Yeah.
Because we'll come back hard, mate. We'll come back hard against your
so predictable. You are so predictable.
How? How are we predictable?
Oh, well, what do you mean? You asked me the question, I gave you the answer. You're so
because
predictable.
of that. Because of that.
Come on, man. Well, is Walsh playing this week?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll win for sure because we got two big players that are not playing.
What do you mean is Walsh playing this week? Why would he not play?
I'm just saying because you said to Mark.
We haven't got to our game yet, so don't talk about it. We're talking about
to Mark a couple of weeks ago.
You want me to mute you? You tried to be smart. I'm sure you got someone there to give you the stats in your head, and you come out. Like always, you do no research. You're absolutely useless. Mate, you're going to shut up. I had David Rees-Jones last night. fucking premiership player on the show last night who said exactly the same thing. The experts have all been saying, along comes Manny with his simpleton mind. Oh, you lost the game because you couldn't score goals. Shut up. You're a moron, man. You give nothing to the show and you're just a moron. Anyway, let's keep moving on.
You're the one who said 2 weeks ago that, the fact that you guys are undermanned at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think it was Marco who turned around and said, you're using that as an excuse.
I never use that as an excuse. I've never used it. If you listen to all my shows, I've never used it as an excuse. Quinny, have I ever used that as an excuse? Or have I stated the fact that we have got injuries? Against Geelong, what did I say? Did I make an excuse? Did I name that we got 6 of our top fucking 20 players out? No. I said it was unacceptable and our defense was poor and we must get better. It's simple. It's simple.
And Collingwood's going to pay for it.
Oh, they'll pay this week.
Yeah. Well,
you wouldn't know because you don't go to the games. You wouldn't know.
We got 2 big players that aren't playing this week.
2 big players, Mitchell. Fucking, I hope Mitchell plays.
Mitchell's not playing.
Answer the question from Rock.
That grabber I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, let's move on. You have something to say before the simpleton talks? Did you have something to say, Quinn?
What? No, what were you saying, Mark? Sorry?
No, I was just saying Rock's asked you a question and I'm waiting for it.
Simpleton.
Oh, bad with it. No. I think I was the one that was using the injuries as an excuse for losing. I think it was me.
I never used them, but this is again his simpleton mind. He just kind of just trying to throw things out there.
I'm only asking the question, Rocco. This is what Mark said.
There's a difference between a question mark and an exclamation mark.
Didn't he say a couple of weeks ago, he kept on saying about, being an undermanned side, and you said to him at the end of the day, there's no excuse for it. You got to be able to have, these are your players, you're going on the ground, that's it.
But when did I make an excuse?
Hang on, when
did I make an excuse?
Mark,
before you keep on going, when did I make an excuse?
Mark, did he or didn't he?
Yeah, well, I mean, I did say that, but Rocco didn't agree to that.
I never put Carlton in that situation.
Correct.
Said,
if you want me to review the game quickly, I can review the game, because you guys are going.
I don't think about the game.
We're not even talking about Carlton
out there, I never put excuses of our injuries. And even before we're going to talk about the Collingwood-Carlton game, you already started mentioning your injuries.
Well, hang on. You turned around and said to me that Collingwood's going to pay for it.
Yeah, and then you straight away mentioned your injury.
So you're talking about the game? Or you're not talking about the game? Oh, all right.
Well, really, Benny, it's just like you saying that Essendon was going to pay for it last week as well. We're gonna belches and get the Vaseline going. So just mark the words there, Manny. Just be careful what you're saying, yeah, because it can come back and kick you in the ass, yeah. But if you want me to review, I can quickly review the game, Rock, if you want. I can be a little bit kind of realistic about it, but that was a good test for the Carlton Football Club. It was a good test against Geelong because obviously Geelong, they're always competitive every year. But I still think that watching the game, they had the chances, but they still need to improve. But yeah, obviously you're missing a lot of your players, your top 10 players there. But you still got like Cripps, Walsh, Curnow, Mackay, Wiedemann, etc. in your top 10. So I don't think it was an excuse.
And this is why we get close to games because of them.
Yeah. So if you had those players missing, I reckon that you'd probably lose even more games. But so you're lucky to have those players. You're lucky to have those players, but not get over Geelong. But that's my view on the game. So good, but not good enough for Carlton.
No, I'm disappointed that we lost. I'm not disappointed in our efforts. We fell away in some of our defensive ways we defended the ground. And when I say defense, I don't mean just the back six. I mean the way we defended the ground. We defended a bit high. So with Carlton, what Carlton does, and Manny, you try to understand this because for you it's just about goals. But what we do, we play a high attacking side. So what we do is we push our players right up. so we get those repeat entries. Because you got to remember, we had 66 entries to 45. You know what I mean? So we get those repeat entries. But the problem is sometimes we get caught out and we don't defend good enough on the way back. So it's something we've got to learn, man. There's a season, there's a whole season to go, and I think we'll get better. And with those players coming back, like Saad, McGovern, Fogarty up the front, you got Chera coming back this week. Of course, man, that has to make a difference to outcome. But anyway, let's keep moving.
It was a good, like I was saying, it was a good test for Carlton. It was a good test.
Well spoken, Rocco.
Oh, it's a huge month. It's a huge month for us. But I think Geelong's a good side, mate. And we did well, mate. They played, I believe they played as good as it gets. They played a tremendous game, mate. They weren't missing targets. They weren't missing goals. They played the best. And they've only got like Stewart out, really, right? I believe that we fell short and we've still got 20% to get better. So I'm not worried about Geelong next time. I think we can match it with any side, and we're definitely a top 4 side. So there you go. Let's have a look at what the ladder now shows, because there is a bit of movement going on here. Anyone? I'll do it. Carlton is in 6th spot, so we're on 20 points and 112. Manny, I know, but he's too slow. Manny, Essendon's at 7th spot, 18 points, but your percentage, wow. You know, you've got the worst percentage in the top, what is it? 13 spots, far out. Anyway,
it's irrelevant now, mate. It's irrelevant.
It is true, but it's irrelevant. But what is relevant is your percentage does show what kind of team you are. Collingwood in 10th spots.
Points matter.
With that score. Yeah, I know, but it just shows that scores for and against. And Richmond, all right, you don't want to take it, so nothing matters to you. And Richmond in 16th spot. They're on, wait a sec, let me have a look. They're on 1. Is that 1? Is that what you get for a win? 4 points? 1. You must be on 1 win, mate.
I thought that was 4 wins. I thought it was a point for each win.
No. That's
2 draws.
How many points you've got.
2 draws. 2 draws.
Right.
That's how many points you got. So you're
2
over
draws.
there now. I don't know, like who is, what are you? So I didn't even have a look. I use 16th, far out. Even West Coast is on top of you.
Yeah, man. I know.
From Tigerland.
All right, let's go through the games, and then what we'll do is, when it comes to our relevant games, we'll have a chat about them. So the first game is Quinny.
All righty, we'll go through. It's the showdown. It's a big week of rivalries this week, as we'll see as we go through them. But it's the showdown Thursday night. Adelaide take on Port Adelaide. Adelaide Oval, obviously, and I'll be going Port Adelaide.
I'm definitely going to go Port Adelaide too. I think anyway, Port Adelaide, they're pretty simple.
Yeah. Well, Adelaide normally have got a bit of an advantage against Port, and they've got a few injuries, Port Adelaide too, with Rosie and so forth. So I'm going to get Adelaide for this one. I reckon they'll bounce back, Adelaide.
Wow.
I think Adelaide was the team that beat Carlton a couple of weeks ago, so that might be good. But I'm going to pick Port Adelaide.
I don't know.
All righty. Well, we move on. Are we going to do this game now, Rock, or do we do it last?
No, we'll do it now. We'll just go through it like this, I reckon. We'll quickly go through it. Manny's got no idea in that. We all know that. Oh, here we go. This is the one I want. Has Mark sang the song? Yes, Matty Boy. Matty Boy. Look at Matty Boy. He looks like in good shape there, man. Matty Boy, yes, he did sing the song. So he came through. He's a little bit of a Suki Lala kind of situation. You know, like a kid who do, and then eventually he does it. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. So anyway, all right, we'll do them in order.
All right. Well, we all know which one this is.
Well, this one here, it's a big game. Carlton Collingwood. It's Friday the 3rd of May. Yeah, at 9 at 7:40. It's at the MCG. Manny, are you going?
No, I'm not going because it's my Greek Easter. It's my Easter.
I don't care. So what?
What do you mean, so what?
That's the rivalry that's been going on for 100 years. I actually wanted to ask this question.
I
Biggest
would-
rivalry.
I wouldn't put that bloke. Is that bloke that's gone to St Kilda? Is that the bloke that's ashamed of Carlton? He's gone to St Kilda. The bloke on the Carlton player.
The fullback of the century.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah.
Varney and Rocco.
Well, wasn't Rocker one of our coaches?
I don't know.
Well, then shut the fuck up. How's that
I'm
sound?
just saying, hasn't he gone to St Kilda? He doesn't want
No, he was at GWS also.
Doesn't want to have
Haven't you got a
anything
coach from Brisbane? Haven't you got a coach from Brisbane?
Doesn't want to
Haven't you
have
got a
anything.
coach from Brisbane? Haven't you got a coach from Brisbane?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to have.
I don't get what the thing is.
Doesn't want to have anything to do with Carlton.
I know you're trying to be funny.
That's right
I
on
know
you.
you're trying to be funny, but it's not working. Anyway, let's talk about the game and stop waiting. This is what I wanted to ask you guys, right? Not that Manny understands this, but is Carlton Collingwood the bigger rivalry in Australia?
No, I don't think so.
What would you know?
Yeah.
You never go to a game. Yeah.
No, I think Collingwood Essendon.
How?
Well, it just seems to be.
How?
What do you mean how?
What do you mean it seems to be? Why? Because of Anzac. I'll tell you something, and you mentioned this on the thing. You mentioned something like this. Collingwood and Essendon have got the biggest day for home and away, right? But that doesn't make them the biggest rivalry. Essendon is not the biggest rivalry to Collingwood. There is no chance. Mate, what we've built over that, like 30, 40 years, this is why you don't understand what rivalry is, because you don't go to the games. Let's be serious.
That's right.
You don't understand. But the biggest rivalry to me, right, and when it comes up, is Carlton, Collingwood. Second to Carlton is Essendon, and then comes Richmond.
Yeah.
That's our rivalry. So I don't know what you're talking about, but you're part of this, Mark. You're part of this, Mark. What do you think?
Yeah, no, you're spot on, Rock. I think Carlton, Collingwood are the biggest rivalry. Obviously, due to
you've got the biggest game. You've definitely got the biggest game for the year.
Maybe I misinterpreted. I'm sorry.
No, you have got the biggest rivalry because obviously those days in the 40s and 50s and 60s there was only black and white TV, so it was easier for people to watch black and white.
We got the greatest memories. We got the greatest moments in football history, and that's why we built it. A lot of them against Collingwood and Carlton. You know, you got 79. You got 80.
I will admit that.
And that's what builds rivalry.
It was all black and white. So
whatever, but that's what builds rivalry.
Yeah, and it'll still continue until maybe another 50, 60 years. There might be another team that creates.
I reckon it's getting bigger and bigger, and I reckon I'm a big part of it because I definitely do not give Collingwood any sort of fucking credit. And I reckon this show is showing the rivalry. And there's I've seen people do shows, Carlton Collingwood shows. They do the rivalry and they're nice to each other. Seriously, I have zero respect for Collingwood and their people. They're actually brain, their DNA. They've got more Neanderthal DNA than any other person on earth. So it just shows how slow. I mean, you got to think about it, right? Their leader of their cheer squad was Joffa. And you know what Joffa did? This is the type of people. They're the most racist club in the history.
Yes.
Of the history. You got to think about it. They had to get Aboriginal, they had to get the First Nation people over to their ground to take away the curse because of their racism. They've still got players of Aboriginal descent who are still taking them to court because of their racist. So they are absolutely the worst sort of people there are. And it's a fact. And I can't respect them, right? And I can't really have nothing to do with Collingwood supporters.
We do the talking. We do the talking on the ground.
And then you get supporters like Manny who don't even go to the game.
We do the talking on the ground.
They don't go.
Talking
because Manny's more about Manny than the club. Because if he did care about the club, he'd go to game and he would actually.
Hey, listen. We
got that after
talk,
you won the premiership.
Hey, listen.
You're a bandwagon.
We do our talking. We do our talking on the ground.
When?
2 years ago. 2 years ago, we kicked your asses so hard.
Last
you guys
year we
didn't
beat
play
you
finals
in the last
football.
game. That was 2 years ago. Last year we beat you.
And we beat you too.
Yeah, but we beat you in the last game.
So what? We beat you in the first game. We kicked your asses.
So why are you bringing it up? Like, 2 years ago. We're talking about this week, and I'm talking about what a disgrace the Collingwood cheer squad, the Collingwood people are. They're actually embarrassing.
Rocco, listen. We do our talking on the ground, okay?
How would you know that? How would you know how you do your talking
Quinn,
on the ground?
Let's do the tips. Let's do the tips. Let's do the tips, Quinn. Let's do the tips.
Can you see?
So, let's do the tips.
Let's do the tips.
Mate, I'm going to be honest about this.
Yeah.
Right? 42 points will beat them by. They've got a couple of play. They've lost their best midfielder in the Goey. I don't know where they're going to get their grunt.
The Goey's not playing.
Who are they going to use? Pendlebury. Pendlebury's like 100 years old, mate. What are they going to use? Like Nick Dacos?
All news to me. The Goey not playing, Manny.
I don't think the Goey's
not playing. We got a new boy. The new boy,
Lockie Sullivan. 1,000 possession. Mitchell, who never does anything and hurt a team.
One of our new boys. One of our new boys.
I was going to go Collingwood because thinking the Goey was going to play.
You really want to lose a team?
No, I thought Collingwood were going to bounce back a little bit. But obviously, now that the Goey's not playing,
nobody, and they almost lost.
I am still going to go Collingwood by 10 points.
Nice, I like it because this will be nice for me. So we got Collingwood. Naturally, you'll go Collingwood because you got no brains and you don't.
Hang on. I'm going through some stats here. So Carlton won against North and Dockers. Then they lost. They won against the Giants. Then they lost again. Whereas Collingwood won, and a draw. So I mean, at the moment we look like we got a better run than so Collingwood for me.
Of course, it's Collingwood. But how? All right, tell me before. And what's your? Of course, I'm going to go Carlton. What's your tip, Quinn?
I'm going to go Carlton as well.
So tell me one thing, Manny. Who's going to come in for your team?
Well, I was interrupted, Rocco, but we've got a young recruit, Lockie Sullivan, who's going to be.
Sullivan. Is he going to play on Walsh?
We're not sure, mate. Walsh is a superstar.
Who else are you going to bring in?
So Walsh is a superstar. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to take anything away from Carlton. I said this from the start.
I don't need you to take anything. I asked you who else are you going to bring in.
Shut up for a second. Why don't you let somebody else talk for fuck's sake?
I asked you a question and you didn't answer it. You didn't answer it. I asked you who you're going to bring in and you changed the subject.
Well, like I said, we got Lockie Sullivan that's coming in.
And who else?
We're still waiting. There's been no.
You don't even know.
There's a viewer here, Stefan. What's the bet, boys? Come on. What's the bet?
No bet, Stefan. No bet.
What's the bet?
No bet.
What's going to happen? Collingwood win, Carlton win. What is it? What happens? Come on.
What happens?
Nothing. Wow, that's great, guys. Me on singing a Richmond theme song.
But again, mate, you using that like that's our fault, Mark. You agreed to it.
Well, why did you guys have a bet? I'm asking.
I'm asking you, whatever you
are saying. Why don't you guys have a bet? That's not me saying it. Bet. I'm not making the bet. They're asking for a bet.
So, I don't give a shit. Make a bet.
Why don't you both? Whoever wins, right? The opposition sings the song.
No, I don't sing that. I don't sing opposition songs.
Okay.
What do you think? I'm an idiot like you who actually agreed to singing the song. I would never agree to sing the song.
Okay.
Are you joking?
There's no bet.
There could be something else. But I'm not
The
betting.
biggest
I don't put
rivalry
on your
club,
black
the
and
biggest
white.
rivalry club.
What do you think?
Can't
I
even have
don't
a bet.
respect your sides at all. Zero. I would never sing your song. I would never wear your things. Never. I would never agree the way you did.
Oh,
Never.
okay.
Because you know
Oh,
why?
well,
Because I
then we know
respect
for
my
next
team
time.
too much. Right? But
Okay. Well,
make a bet. I'll make any other bet. Whatever
Hey,
you want.
Rocco. Slow down,
Whatever
mate.
you
Have
want.
a glass. Rocco, slow down. Have a glass of water. For fuck's sake. Slow down, will you?
Well, if
Okay.
you're an idiot,
You
I don't sing your
and
shit
this-
theme song.
Okay.
I don't
No,
sing it.
that's because you got no balls. You got no
No,
balls to.
I just won't do it. I've got honor. I don't even wear the fucking jumper, mate. I don't even wear the jumper because I respect the
No,
club too
Tom.
much. I'm not like you guys. I don't
don't
wear
wear the
that jumper. That monogram means too much to me. For you, it's just about coming on, right,
Yeah.
and getting your views. But for
Yeah.
me, it means everything. So
Does
I will not wear your colors, and I will not sing your fucking shit song. You understand?
So what are on limits then? Because we get to create something. So we got those are off limits, but what will you do? Because we need punishment.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, as long as it doesn't involve me doing any of that shit for Collingwood, right? Because it's not that I'm scared of them, but what if like 8 players get the flu tomorrow and something shit happened and then I'm caught
Come
out,
on,
right?
Rock. Get over it, buddy. Come on. Let's
what?
enjoy it, mate. Let's enjoy it, mate. Come on.
What am I scared of, man? I said I'll
I
do
reckon
anything,
you're
but I
a little bit
won't
scared,
wear
Rock.
because I
I reckon
respect the top too much.
You're starting to
Unlike
you're
you,
starting to
who
sweat,
don't give a
Rocco.
shit.
You're starting to
What do
sweat
you
a
want
little
to do? Tell me what you want to do, Manny. What do you want
bit.
to
The
do?
viewers are asking for a bet.
I'm asking
The viewers
Manny.
are asking
I'm
for a bet.
asking Manny. What do you want to do?
I think Carlton at the moment is showing that they are
The
a
bet.
better
We
side than
want the
Collingwood.
bet. What's the bet going to be?
Now, just because somebody says we should have a bet, right? I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, Rocco. What do you want me to tell you?
No, I'm asking you. Whatever you want, but I will not wear your shit colors, your diarrhea colors, and I won't sing your diarrhea song, right? But anything else, I will do.
All right. Quinn, what about you suggest if it's a draw? Say if it's a draw, like we did with the Essendon Collingwood. Say if it's a draw, you nominate what these boys have to do. Just say if it's a draw. Don't worry about who wins and loses.
No, I'm happy to do a bet even on the win and loss. I'm happy to do it. Whatever you want. Do you want to fucking mate? Do you want to go and do something? Me and Manny, whatever you want, but I will not do that.
Loser shakes his head.
No, well,
you are the bet man. You're the bet man from now on. You tell us what we need to do.
You know what? I actually said this.
I
I said this off the air to Rocco, all right? And Rocco goes, "No, and that's never going to happen."
No, I won't shave my beard. It's ridiculous.
I said to him, "You
shave
your goatee, and I'll shave mine."
No.
Yes. See. Now it's not about the theme song. Now it's about.
I don't know about your.
I'm not going to shave my appearance, man. I've got things to do. I'm not going to shave my appearance because of you, man. Like, I've got an audition next week. I'm not going to shave my fucking appearance because I've got to fucking satisfy the worst supporter in the world here.
What, mate?
No.
It's part of the show, Rob. Come on, mate. It's part of the show.
No.
Quinn?
Yeah, I'll go out to dinner. I'll pay for dinner. I'll do all that.
all right. If it's a draw, I'm coming up with the draw, Mark. If it's a draw, Rocco and Manny, you got to take us all out for dinner, and it's on you. It's on the both of you.
Oh, that's 100%.
If it's a draw,
I'll do that anyway. That's not a problem.
Mark, you happy with that?
The whole chat.
That's too easy.
Well, Rocco's not going to do anything. He won't wear the colours. He won't sing the song. I got to think of something.
Hey, Rocco.
We
So what's this
picked the
audition?
restaurant, Quinn. We picked the restaurant to go to.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, Rocco, what's this audition?
And you can pick the wine, and you can pick the beer, whatever you want.
Hey, Rocco,
what's this? It's going to be like restaurant, mate. It's not going to be like $30 a head, mate. It's going to be $150 a head.
If it's a draw.
Is that if it's a draw?
Yeah.
If it's a draw.
Okay. Hey, Rocco, what's the audition?
None of your business with the audition. That's my thing.
Why bring it up?
I don't tell.
Why bring it up then? Why would
Because
you bring it up?
you're saying I've got to change my appearance before I got to go and do something. Like, are you serious?
But you said audition, so I'm just thinking maybe it's you're promoting yourself with something. I don't know.
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, you said show your bit. I won't do it because I've got things to do next week. I'm not going to go and do it. So that's not going to happen.
All right, man. All right, take it easy. All right.
The loser shouts.
Can somebody give
Loser shout. All right. Loser
give
shout.
Rocco a hug, will you? Somebody give Rocco a hug, will you? For fuck's sake. All right. So next game.
No, what's the loser doing? We need to know.
Yeah.
No, it's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw. Don't worry.
You know what? You know what? The loser does this, right? Put on our babies or put on a swimsuit. You don't have that. You're gonna have like a top and that, and we go for a swim in the ocean. How's that sound? Video it in the morning.
Like that.
Maybe we should do that before our challenge. When we do our kicking challenge.
Is everyone happy with that? I'm happy to do that. If I do it, take it off. I'll put on my shorts and I'll go for a swim and I'll video it in the cold ocean in the morning.
Manny?
Nah.
Come back
I
in
thought
40
that
minutes.
was a good one. That's pretty much you've got to put yourself out there.
If it's a draw, we do what we said what we do. If we lose, oh well, bad luck, we lost. And Carlton won, well, good luck to Carlton.
You don't want to go for a swim in the ocean. Why not?
Okay, I'm happy to go for a swim in the ocean.
All right, that's what the bet is. The loser goes for a swim in the ocean.
All right.
Done. All right, we got it. And we video it and we play it next week.
That's it. And I might wear my
Is that good enough, Mark? Are you happy with that?
And I'll even wear my mankini.
Are you happy with that?
I'll wear my mankini.
I'm saying you're happy with that. Are you happy with that, Quinn?
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
I'll
I drive along the ocean every day to get to work. I'll meet you guys there. I'll get the camera ready.
It's very, very nice.
Many will sink.
Here we go. All right, done. I reckon that's a fair one. All right, let's get through these things, man.
Come on, next one. Come on.
Manikini.
Go. What is it? The manikini. Yeah, well.
Manikini.
Sharks are licking their lips. Yes, they would be. You know what? And we'll even put it what time.
Nice big silver lucky there, mate. Nice big silver lucky.
Where we're going, so people can come down and have a look.
Some garlic sauce there.
There you go.
All righty.
And if it's a draw, our shout.
Good on
Done.
you, Matty.
Done.
Good luck, mate. Good luck.
All righty. We move on. Sydney and the Giants. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, the Battle of the Bridge is the biggest rivalry. You want to talk about Carlton and Collingwood all you want. But the Battle of the Bridge, this is the rivalry of the AFL, mate. So Sydney take on the Giants, SCG.
The Battle of the
game.
Bridge.
I agree.
What a game.
I agree.
And I'll be going the Giants. They're both in red hot form at the moment, but Giants just look really good.
Yeah, the Giants do too, man. Giants for me. Even though Sydney's doing okay, the Giants are humming along.
Sydney can't be that good. Richmond beat them.
Where are they playing?
MCG.
SCG.
MCG.
What do you mean where they playing? It says Sydney and Giants. That means it's at the Sydney home ground.
Yeah.
All right. I'll pick the Giants.
All right.
All right. This is the flip of the coin for me, this game, for some reason.
All right, here we go.
So flip it over. Okay, so it's heads. So Sydney for me.
I don't know about you guys, but I actually like the GWS song. I really like it.
You can
It's got
see
a really
that
nice
next week.
What did you pick, Mark?
Well, flip of the coin was Sydney for me. Flip of the coin.
All right, Sydney. Nah, I can't sing any other song.
That's fine,
Can't
man.
do
You
it.
don't have to sing the other song.
I don't.
No, you
Right,
know, it was for me, Rock.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
I've seen
Take it
supporters,
easy.
and I know Manny would do this. I've seen supporters, you know, when the other team comes out and the song comes on, they start to sing it.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that.
Really?
Like it, And you know what? My ex does it. She loves singing the song. She gets up, she claps. She's a big Carlton supporter, but she'll go up and she'll start to sing it. And I'll look at her and I go, what the fuck, man? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You're just giving me fucking bad vibes here. Don't do that.
She likes to sing. She likes to sing.
Nah,
mate.
fuck that. I'm going to sing any other shit song. I can't even do, like, really, at the end of the day, Carlton Collingwood, they'll always be remembered as a big rivalry. Essendon will be remembered for being cheap. Richmond, they're remembered for, what are they remembered for? Right? They're going to be remembered for their song. If we just,
you know what?
if
I like
we
the
just
GWS
finish
song.
today, if we just finish today, like all humanity, and there's just records, and the aliens come down, they'll look at it and they'll go, "Oh, they were two big rivalries. Essendon, bunch of cheats. Richmond, good song."
No.
I'll take it right now. I'll take that. We just don't get to hear the song. That's the problem.
And I still can't sing it. Anyway, go.
I'm the same. I hate it. I walk out of games. The worst is after a loss, and you walk out of the game, but the worst is when the song, like the theme or the tune of the song, is stuck in my head, and I can't get rid of it because I don't want to sing it because I hate it, but I can't get because they're all catchy. That's the problem with these songs. They're all bloody catchy.
Sometimes catch yourself kind of like saying one or two words, and I stop myself. I'll go like whatever, like where the like how's a Tiger song start? How's it start?
Oh, we're from Tiger
Yes,
Land.
I'll go where from, and I'll go, don't fucking do it, and I'm like, don't do it. I'm sick, man. I'm sick, man. I can't do it, man.
You got something wrong with it, Rock. That's all right. We love it.
I can't help it, mate. I can't. This is what I am.
To Marvel Stadium. We'll be here all night. We got St Kilda taking on North Melbourne. And I don't know if anyone can see North winning their first game just yet.
Everyone going Saints?
Yep, St Kilda.
I'm going to go for St Kilda.
No, that's what I just said. Everyone going for Saints? All right, go. Next.
Melbourne fake fans take on Geelong at the MCG. Honestly, it's a battle of the old supporters. Both clubs have just geriatric supporters, but Geelong are a very good side, as you found out, Rock. They're good. So Geelong for me.
Geelong, fuck, they're a professional side, and the one thing I think like that how they beat us was another reason is their experience. The experience from like Dangerfield and Cameron and that, they just pop up at that right moment.
And Tui.
Yeah, Tui came in and he kicked 3 goals. So he played on Hollands that day. So Hollands, second year, learned a lesson from Tui to stand up, but he'll learn from that. But with Geelong, can I just say something about Geelong? They are the fucking worst too, mate, because every time, I think it was Tui or another one kicked a goal, they played this hillbilly music, right?
The Irish
and
song.
they were all dancing to it. Yeah, it was just like, what is wrong with you? Like, it was the worst. And that's another thing. We can have this for another time, this discussion, but music after the goals is ridiculous. I hate it. It's so wrong in football. It's not basketball. Don't play songs after goals. It's just stupid. I want to talk to my people like I don't want to be hearing fucking some hillbilly music after a goal, mate. Fuck that. Anyway, I'm going to go for Geelong.
Yeah. Geelong. I reckon the best thing after a goal, Rock, is when Carlton kick a goal and you see Grandmother Ham on the big screen.
Get me started. That is also shit, man. Grandmother.
What a motivational message.
Now, listen, man. We've got the
Melbourne for me. Melbourne for me. Melbourne.
Mark.
Yeah, I reckon it's pretty hard to win 8 games in a row these days. It's not heard of. So I think Melbourne will beat Geelong due to that fact. The only fact that it's very hard to win 8 games in a row now.
We have got the worst entertainment, Carlton. I'm telling you, they do the worst shit at the ground. I cringe. I hate it. I fucking hate it, man. They do this thing where they got these cartoon cars and it's on the screen and it's like they put 3 Carlton players in there, cartoons, and they race this pretend race, and I'm looking at it, I'm going, is that what we've come up with? Is that what we've come up with, mate? Are you serious? Out of all the things to do, you've come up with that rubbish, mate. Bring back the fucking the kicking on the ground or fucking something that can bring back the hover fucking crap.
They might start playing the Blues Brothers song.
And the funny thing is, the person that invents that kind of segment is probably on $200,000, $300,000 a year just to come up with something like that. You know,
I reckon Rocco's got him, mate.
He's probably an Essendon supporter.
Bring back the Bluebirds, mate. Bring back the Bluebirds.
Get paid good money, right? We get paid good money, Manny.
Yeah. All right, next game. Oh, this one. Here we go.
All righty, yeah, we'll go to the next game. Just quickly though, I think you've come a long way, just personally, Rock, from your days in the Carlton's Blue Crew there and that little cheer squad they had going on the ground at quarter time. I remember seeing you out there in those little costumes. But we'll go on to Optus Oval. We got West Coast taking on Mark's Bombers.
Yes, it'll be Saturday at Optus Stadium. Yeah, so this is actually an interesting one. I mean, everyone will probably be thinking West Coast, but in the last 3 weeks, I know they lost last week, but in the last 3 weeks, they're bringing. I think Harvey Reid comes back this week, doesn't he? He had a week's rest.
He'll be smashed.
Yeah, he just had a week off.
What are you going to do?
They'll
smash him.
They'll shut him up, mate. They'll shut him
Who?
up, mate.
Merritt's going to be in a wheelchair, mate.
No, it's not Merritt, mate. It'll be Corwell or maybe Durham or maybe Archie Perkins will be coming back in. But just quickly on the game, obviously now at the moment percentage doesn't really matter to us. So the next 3 or 4 games we've got an opportunity to build our percentage, but it doesn't matter for us. So yeah, Essendon for me by I reckon 4 goals.
All right. And what about Manny?
I'll wait for you and Quinn first. I might have to make a tactical decision.
Purely because of the fucking carry-on I had to listen to when Richmond lost to West Coast a few weeks ago. I'm tipping the Eagles. Eagles.
Oh, your tips are going lower and lower.
I'm tipping the Eagles
too, shit anyway, man.
I'm telling you, I'm tipping the Eagles. I'm not impressed with what I'm being seeing from Essendon, man. I'm telling you, I reckon the Eagles. No.
Only 2 points behind you guys.
Yeah, so what? Look at your percentage. You play a shit brand of footy, man.
Don't a percentage, mate.
I'm gonna go.
Right,
I'm gonna
pick.
Hey,
Mark. Pick. I'm picking West Coast.
Mark,
you pick
Mark.
That's it, Rocco. You're in trouble now, mate. You're gone.
Mark, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to pick the West Coast Eagles too.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. You guys trying to stir me up for next week or something?
No, man. Everyone's going for the Eagles, mate. I'm telling you, mate.
All right. Okay.
Eagles.
Okay. All of a sudden, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon.
I'm just saying, I'm not impressed with the way you play your game, mate. You play a shit brand.
Okay. West Coast are playing all right, but yeah,
not fun. I don't want to be. Look, Eagles, West Coast. No one's got faith in your team, and
it's all right. They don't like me. No one likes me on this show, mate. That's fine. I don't care.
It's not about they don't like you. It's your shit team,
mate.
You're all right, Mark. I like you.
Get a grip,
I like
boys, mate.
Mark. I like you, Mark.
Look.
I like
come on, boys. It's like you're saying that West Coast are in the top 4 fucking team. No,
they're not in the top 4,
okay,
but they're better. They're not in the top 4, but I think I see more upside in the Weagles than I do in Essendon.
Okay. Like North Melbourne, maybe next time we play them, or Hawthorn.
No, North Melbourne haven't got it, but I think the Eagles. I think Harley Reid.
Because Reid's coming on. Reid's playing. Number 1 draft pick.
Yeah. He's better than at least 8. He's better than at least 8 of your players. At least.
Just their one player just go whack and he's down. Next one.
My boys. Hey, the Tigers. Richmond have got Freo at the MCG. Finally, it's not the graveyard shift. It's 1:00 in the afternoon on a Sunday, which is prime viewing for Sunday football. My head will go one way, but my heart will always go Richmond.
Yeah,
My head will go one way, and then my head will go Fremantle. Sorry. I can't do it, man. I seriously am.
No, we've burnt all the bridges.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, man. You're really far
out. We've got no one back this week either, so we got nothing to even cling on to. No glimmer of hope.
Is anyone going to go for Richmond here? Is anyone going for Richmond?
Fremantle.
Quinn, so Richmond at the MCG?
Yeah.
Maybe if they should have played it at Marvel, you might have got some more supporters there and packed the crowd out. 45,000, we're from Tiger, yellow and black. Get the crowd going, 45, 50,000 people at the Marvel Stadium there. But you know what? Richmond are going to win.
Are they?
Thanks, Mark.
That's a big statement.
Why?
You know why I agree with you, Mark, and I'll give you the one reason I agree with you as well. Because this is the one and only game this season that I won't be at. And you watch these pricks win the game when I'm not there watching them. You watch. They'll do it. They'll do it.
Look, when you play at home, regardless sometimes of where you're on the ladder, if you're playing an interstate side like a Freo haven't proved anything. So really, Richmond, even to get the 4 points, even though they're probably not going to make the finals, but they need to win this game, mate, for their supporters. So I reckon Richmond, regardless of the injuries, whatever the case may be, they really, really need to beat Freo at home. And if they don't, mate, then there might be some serious questions to be said. But I reckon Richmond will win.
Lana,
awesome. Thanks, Mark, and thank you, Lana.
Supporters on every big Carlton person. She's a very I love Lana. We've all gone out to dinner, so I know Lana. She's fantastic, but she loves Quinny. So I think she's going a little bit with the heart too, there, Lana. I think you're kind of like.
So Lana, what happens if I go with dinner with Rocco and you? What are you going to do? Just sit there and just
maybe. You know what?
Lucky on my face.
No, maybe we have to do that so people get to see like the soft side of you. Maybe.
Oh, I've got a soft side.
In all seriousness, I would love to do that towards the end of the season.
No, 100%, 100%. We're definitely going to. You know what? I'm happy to. We've done it before. We can go down to Angers.
Yes.
And we can put out a call and tell everyone to come down and meet us down there, and we could probably get a table of like 10
I'll
or
see
12.
if I'll get my people to talk to your people and we'll see what we can do.
I didn't even know. I didn't invite you, first of all, so I don't know what you're talking to.
Like I said, I have to look at my schedule. I gotta have to look at my schedule. I've got
we
too
haven't
many things.
invited you, Manny.
Too many things happening at the moment.
But we haven't invited you. You talk to your people, but we haven't invited you yet. We've got to have a meeting, us three, to see if we even want you there. Anyway, next game.
Western Bulldogs on Marvel Stadium. Should win. Bulldogs team is going to rock up, but I'll be tipping the Dogs.
Yeah, I think the Dogs have got this one. The Hawks are a bit like Tigers, really.
Yeah. Yeah. Bulldogs for me, Rock. Bulldogs for me, mate.
Manny?
Oh, it's a tough one, this one, but Western Bulldogs.
Oh, and the last one is
another big rivalry, honestly. Another big one. It's Brisbane take on the Gold Coast Suns. The Q Clash. It's just got a catchy name. Collingwood Carlton doesn't have a catchy. There's no ring to it. You know, the Battle of the Bridge, the Q Clash. It's all there. So I'm going to go Gold Coast on this one. Bit of an upset.
Fuck. I don't know.
Are they playing in Brisbane?
They're playing at the Gabba, yeah. But Brisbane haven't won there yet.
Doesn't matter. I'll go for Brisbane. Brisbane for me, Rocco. Thank you very much, sir.
I think I'm going to be with Manny.
Brisbane have to win this game. They have to win this game. If they lose, it's All over. Brisbane for me, Rock.
Yeah, I think I've gone Lions also. So yeah, I think. But I said that last time about them. I just go, oh man, but they got to win Brisbane. But they're fucking.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, fall from grace. Jesus Christ, man, they've really fallen hard this year. I think they're the only team that have made finals the last 6 years, maybe top 4 the last 4 years or something like that. And they just can't. They haven't lost any players, right?
No, that's
They've
right.
got the same players, and they've just like disconnected. But you know what? There could be in something that happened overseas in Las Vegas, and hey, there was another incident just quickly. Did you see that line that Swans player who kicked that goal and no one went up to him? Who was it? Quinny?
Wicks.
Yeah.
Wicks. And no one's gone up to him. And there was those rumors about maybe there's something to do with like a player's wife or something. So I don't want to. But I'm not saying anything that's not out there. So I don't know. But it was just real weird how. So did I pick the Swans? I might go against them the way they. I picked the Giants.
Pick the Giants.
Mate, bad, man. When that shit happens, man, that kind of disconnects a team, mate.
Yeah,
it was bad. Earlier in the game, though, Wicks did kick a goal early in the game, and he did get a few high fives and bum taps in. I think with that last one, he was sort of the only Swans player in the 50, and I think they were 40 points up. They just couldn't be bothered running to him. But still, like you still want to see a player get to another player. So yeah, so there's still maybe something there, but I don't know if it's as bad as what the word is.
Yeah.
I like to start
Who
drama.
knows,
No,
Who knows?
I'm going to say it's really bad. Fuck them. They hate each other. Good.
Fuck them.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go. So we went through that. Let's have a look at the tip ladder here. Let's have a look.
I'm lower than Richmond on the ladder here.
Yeah, man. You are actually like mirroring the Richmond. He's on 36. I actually got 7, and I think Mark got 7 last week, and Manny and Quinn got 5 each. So Quinn's gone down the rocks again, always just keeping ahead as usual in everything, man. Whatever I do, I'm always ahead. And with Manny and Mark, wow. These are both the same. These are both just losers.
Well, at least we're not last.
That's true. But see, there's the difference. See, I would say, I'm not happy with that. We got to get better. Your standards are a lot lower. So you just go, and we're not last. And that's why you're a shit supporter.
Mark, that pie is going to be gone by now.
There you go. A few people are on 43 as well. So it's a pretty good score.
The spuds are all soft.
That does look like Peter Wright. All right, guys. You know what? It's been a big show. I'm actually hungry. I'm worn out. I might, if I had that spud, I would cook it now because I'm getting hungry, and I would actually want. When you go to footy, you don't know about this, Manny. But you know when the other three go to the footy, what do you have to eat something? Do you eat something?
Hot pie.
Yeah. What about you, Quinny? Oh, you're a fitness bloke. You probably eat your bloody. Probably bring your kale to fucking in a bloody thing to eat.
No, I'm a big palmer before the game type of guy. I don't like to leave my seat too much during the game, so I'm a palmer before the game.
No, but I'll get it at like the start of the game. This is another thing. We can discuss this next time if you want. People that fucking, and you would probably do this because you would annoy everyone, Manny. But people that leave to go and get food and drinks during the game fucking shits me, man. It shits me, man. And people that get drinks, and Mars come up with this. You know what? There should be dry zones at the footy, man. If you want to drink, you drink in the fucking bar. Because it shits me when they come and they move like 4 or 5 times getting drinks, and then they spill them. And that,
Yes.
what the fuck, man? I'm not here. You here to get pissed, or you here to watch the game, mate? Like
Yeah,
it
exactly
ain't
right.
easy.
Well, it depends. It depends who you're watching. I mean, to watch any of your three teams, you'd have to be pissed to want to be there. But the worst part is too, you drink, but when you drink, you got to go take a leak more often. So you're getting up to piss as well. So you're getting up to go to get drinks. You're getting up to get food. You're getting up to go to the toilets. You're moving the whole game. I always, if I can help it, I always try, because I don't have a reserve seat, but I always try and sit on an aisle if I can help it. So if I have to get up, I'm not pissing anyone off.
I've got reserved seats. Do you know what they are, Manny? It's when you become a member and they give you a seat. But I've got reserved seats, so I'm pretty fine, and we're in a good position. But and there's like there's 6 of us there, so we kind of like cover a spot. But fucking I go at halftime if I've got to go and get my bloody drink, or go and get something to eat, right, and go to the toilet.
I might use my code.
I do not go to the toilet. What are you, a child? Hold on, for crying out loud, mate. Stop walking in front of me, mate. And I also hate cunts. All right, now that we're going to get on a fucking rant, mate. I hate pricks. Right?
That's a terrible word. That's
that rock up at the game. And I bet you Manny would be like this, right? So you get to the game, and then and this is when I didn't have the reserve seat, so it's because I got pretty good spot now. But when you're sitting up level 4, right, and you're sitting there, and then people rock up with like 2 minutes to go, with like they've just got genuine mission, and they sit there and they stand in front of you looking like for a seat. Like, fuck off, mate. Come like half an hour ago. Now you're disturbing me. Move, mate. Move. And then even when they get up and then there's a goal and then they stop to look at it. Like, you're in my way, mate. I pay good money to watch that, and now you stood there, you fucking idiot.
You weren't, Rocco, you weren't hugged as a child, mate. I probably need to get
because you don't understand, because you've never been in that situation. Do you agree with me, Mark?
My friend, I understand.
Yes, I went to a game a couple of weeks ago.
I don't have to worry about shit like that, mate.
Essendon St Kilda, I had premium, Marvel seat stadium, and behind us was a couples, and the whole game. I'm talking about, when you watch the game, you're just watching it. There's no like, yeah, or ball. It's just silent. You're just watching it. The whole game, man. I swear to God, they were just talking about shit about. My missus went out here. Behind my ear, I looked a couple of times and say, "Shut up, man! I'm trying to watch the game." Like,
I agree.
Good seats.
I agree.
They weren't there to watch the game. They were just they must have had 3 seats there. You know what I mean?
I agree. They're just in there, they
talking about some shit, and I'm like, just watch the game, please, man. It was doing my head in. So,
look, it's very frustrating because you guys want to watch the game. I mean, Rocco, well, he's seen finals football last year, and he's going to see finals football this year. Marco, you haven't seen it in a long, long time, so I can understand your frustration. So
I'm not frustrated, mate. I'm not frustrated at all. I'm easy going, but yeah.
You're angry.
Anyway, Zeppa's right. Hey guys, fucking hell, man, we still got 50.
Be careful, Collingwood might not even make it if they get done this week, mate. Collingwood are going to struggle.
Everyone push the like button, share, and make sure, one more thing. We had David Rees-Jones, so the people that are on there will know. We had David Rees-Jones.
Yes, David Rees-Jones is fantastic. That was a great show last night, Rock.
It was good, and we raised a good amount of money. I'm really proud of myself. So apart from all the jokes, his son's got the Prader-Willi syndrome, which is, if you watch it, he'll explain what it is. It still goes on now, and we were raising money the whole month of May. Is about raising it for awareness. So if everyone gets on, the links below, and you can donate to the Prader-Willi Foundation. David Rees-Jones was a champion last night. We had so much fun. He was funny. He gave us some real insight into, like, when we showed him his highlights, and he's not scared, mate. Let's be honest, one of the toughest footballers to ever play the game, man. Yeah. He jokes about he's been suspended, I think it's 24 times or 25 times while he's been reported. So I think now he's a bit worried about.
Player.
He's a bit worried about Toby Green because he's catching his record. He's only like a couple of suspensions away, and he likes to keep that record. But fuck, he was tough. He was
a
such
good character. David Rees-Jones, fantastic
He's a good character.
Yeah, and he played tough, mate. He played tough, and he obviously got
He
reported.
told us a story just quickly, and we talk about soft people now, right? And you
Right.
would know about being soft, Manny, right? Tough. When Williams, when he played for Carlton and Williams played for Sydney, Williams cracked him in the pack, right? Knocked him out, right? He broke his jaw in 2 places, right? So he reckons the jaw was hanging. So he had to keep his mouth closed, right? And he played on for another quarter.
It's crazy.
Like that. And then when it got better, he reckons he was at the pub and he couldn't handle it anymore because he couldn't eat properly. So he cut the wires with things so he could eat, man. Fucking tough, man.
Tough.
Unbelievable. Just different.
Yeah.
So it
I
wasn't
don't breed him like that anymore.
Nah.
I don't breed him like that anymore. Forget it.
Well, they won't even do skin folds now. This is what we're saying, mate. In those days we can't go back to those days. That was too extreme. The pendulum was way too far. But it looks like it's going too far this way. But I've got faith that it'll swing to a good spot, But if anyone's interested, watch the show, man, because his stories are just unbelievable. I love Rees-Jones. I've interviewed him twice, and he's been great. So catch all the shows. Make sure you catch Quinny's Tiger Den, and he can explain to you exactly how they lost this week.
Rocco, were you going to were you going to show any clips of the Burbs?
No, I was, but it's getting a bit late, man. I reckon.
All right.
And we showed a bit, and I showed it last night. Look, it's on. Everyone catch up. It's on. No, it was on today at 6:00. So everyone catch it. It was actually pretty fun, man. Look, as always, you get characters, man. Everyone's happy except for the security guards. They got to show their authority, right? But we didn't care. We just kept on going around, man. I was telling them to piss off, mate. And then at the end, I'll tell you now, I'm going to him. Well, what do you mean I can't video? And he's going, you can't video, And I go, but so can I grab my phone and start videoing? And he goes, yeah. And I go, what's the difference, mate? And he goes, oh, the stand is a tripping hazard. I go, what tripping hazard? There's fucking boxes everywhere. What are you talking about, And I said, fine, what if I take off the camera? Man, I'm like that. What if I fucking take off the camera, mate? I'll hold it. And he's going, yeah, you can do that. I'm going, you're idiots, man. You don't even know yourself what you're doing. Just leave me alone, seriously, man. The vendors, they loved it, mate. If you watch at the end of the video, Paul sings a whole song with one of the vendors. Strangers in the Night. They're doing a whole duo together, man. We had a crowd around us. Everyone loves it except for fucking these bloody party poopers,
Security.
Security. And I don't blame them. They're doing their job, but
just quickly, Rock, before we leave tonight, just mention our next challenge. Yeah, it's coming up very soon. Yeah.
Well, I reckon we've got to work it out. So we did decide on the
challenge. So, and next
maybe
coming up soon.
The kicking challenge.
Yeah, the kicking
Let's
challenge.
lock it in, boys. Lock it in.
Yes.
I might go see Edge Christie for some tips.
You're going to need more than Ange Christo. He's actually at Warrnambool doing a Greyhounds night with Kuda tonight. And another thing, guys, on Friday for the Blue supporters and the Collingwood, maybe not Collingwood, but for the Blue supporters, tune into SEN, right? Special Blues Radio. They're going to have a special broadcast with Andy Marr, and they're going to have Kuda and Ange as special comments, and it's going to be a full-on Blues broadcast, the way they did it for the finals also when they had Mark McClure and Wayne Johnson. So they got Kuda. So that should be a bit of fun too for the Blues supporters. At least we do shit like that, huh? You don't do any of that shit.
We just win premierships.
Yeah, right. And you just go for 2 games.
Lock it in, boys.
What a shit supporter. Anyway, guys, it's been fun. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. Actually, it's been like a huge audience all night, and we've gone over 2.5 hours. So it's been good. We do love subscribe, like. We don't ask much, but the subscribe and like and the share is important for us. If you can do that, it only takes a push of a button. So as I say always,
and happy Easter. And happy Easter to all those who are celebrating Easter this weekend.
Yeah, happy Greek Easter to all the Greek people.
Orthodox Easter.
Orthodox.
Yeah.
No, definitely have a happy Easter, and then make sure you're safe with your families and that. Thanks to Mark and Corton, Security Doors. Make sure you get a hold of him. What's the number?
83394848. You've only got 1 week to say Rocco, and that is it.
And you get the 15% off. Man, I'm telling you, 15% off is a good fucking deal.
Mate, there's quotes out there that just need to lock it in. Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in, get behind him, and then and that's it, guys. What a top show, man. I think I've been a star. I don't know about you guys.
Rocco, you are, mate. Everyone loves you, Rocco. You are. Hey, can I have your autograph? Can I have your autograph, Mr. Rocco? Mr. Rocco, can I have your autograph? Can I have your autograph, Mr. Rocco?
Supporter. Anyway, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance to say go whatever your shit teams are, because this will probably be the only time you get to say it.
We're the Tigers of all. We've all got some small balls, and we're from Tiger. Yellow and black. Tiger.
All right, guys. Go Blues!
Go Bombers!